This is a HeadGum podcast.
Greetings, Nadpoles. It is I, the Breakfast Wizard, here to talk to you about Magic Spoon, the sacred artifact I use to cast my cereal-mancy spells. After years of... Oh, what's that? It turns out this is an ad for Magic Spoon the cereal, not my spellcasting focus. As such, I'm going to let Caldwell take over. Ta-ta! Hey gang, Caldwell here. Sorry about that. Real quick, here is what you need to know. Birthday cake flavor is back. That's right, this limited edition cereal was so popular that Magic Spoon brought it back, and now you can get it for yourself. For a limited time, Magic Spoon is offering a free box of birthday cake cereal with every purchase, including subscriptions. This cereal is normally $10, so this gift with purchase is a great deal. To take advantage of this offer, head to magicspoon.com/PawPawBDay to grab a custom bundle of cereal and get a free box of birthday cake and try the magic for yourself. Remember, this exclusive offer is only available to NADPOD listeners. So go to magicspoon.com/PawPawBDay to add a free box of birthday cake to any order. Magic Spoon is so confident in their product, it is backed with a 100% happiness guarantee. So if you don't like it for any reason, they will refund your money, no questions asked. Okay, the Breakfast Wizard is still loose in my house somewhere, so I have to go. Thanks for listening, and see you next time.
Welcome to the campaign after the campaign. This is not another D&D podcast. Welcome back to Bohemia, everyone.
Bohemia.
I'm your Dungeon Master, Brian Murphy, joined by Jake Hurwitz.
Hard one, Surefoot.
Emily Axford.
Moonshine Sabin, Mist Sniffer, and Blood Rain Swiffer.
Okay.
Mopping them up, sniffing them up.
She's like a Mary Poppins of the Underdark.
She did sniff mist. That is true.
That's cool, though. In Shadowfell, like, the umbrellas go the opposite way.
They do.
Hell
it's canon.
yeah.
I saw that
Okay.
in the DM guide.
Cool.
And Caldwell Tanner.
Beverly Togold the Fifth. Your good bud, full of sweet, sweet blood.
Yeah.
Nice. Everybody is looking for that boy blood. Guys, we also have a very special guest this week. Allow me to introduce our granddaddy DM, Brennan Lee Mulligan.
Hey, gang! Brennan Lee Mulligan, a mysterious stranger with a flair for danger.
That better be your fucking voice, because I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
I want to meet it. I want to meet the voice.
Yes.
Take us to the voice.
Brennan, this is your first time playing in a long time, correct?
I have not played as a PC in over a year, maybe close to 2 years.
Wow.
Wow. Well, you're welcome for giving you this opportunity.
Yeah. Thank you to us. Thank you to Emily.
That was
most
absolutely
of all,
huge. Emily,
guys, let's give it up for Emily. Can we do a little
one time.
Absolutely. So gracious.
Who is Emily? I'm Moonshine Sabin.
Right.
I accept your applause. I'm
I'm
Moonshine Sabin, and I approve this applause.
I am truly so unbelievably psyched to be here. I am fully caught up on the podcast. This is so fucking cool. I love NADPOD. This is going to be so much fun.
Yeah.
We are very excited to have you. The only reason I get to play is because you DM for me. So now I get to I get to pay it forward.
So you guys kind of 69 a little bit.
We're 69ing now, but he's been going at me for a long time.
Wow.
And I haven't been giving him anything.
Wow.
I'm just two big, beautiful brains, 69, and I love it.
So you guys were in 69 position, but Murph was just lying there with his eyes closed.
I was just lazily...
2 inches from your mouth, but you won't even lick it.
But you know what? Sometimes that's what it's, like the things in life that are worth the most are worth waiting for.
Absolutely.
I've never heard that metaphor applied to a 69.
69.
But I came for that.
Okay, guys. Time for me to be an active participant in this 69. Let's do a little recap. So last time, you guys began your adventure in Shadowfell and immediately became lost in a mysterious fog. When you got your bearings, you saw that you had an extra hard one traveling with you. After a long, drawn-out investigation, Moonshine finally sniffed the hard ones and discovered that the false hard one smelled like sulfur. You dispelled Sulfur Boy's illusion and defeated him, but not before some of Bev's blood was siphoned by the mist. The blood began raining down on you, attracting nearby creatures. You took off and found an abandoned tower to climb. From that vantage point, you could see a village in the distance and torches heading towards you. After a bit of spying on one of the torchbearers, you discovered that they were human. But when Moonshine went to sneak up on him, she was immediately snatched by a man who looked like a Hot Topic sword guy. This dude, Langston, told you that he needed to take you to see the Count Ambrose Montgomery, the leader of Grimhawk. Moonshine resisted, and Langston immediately revealed himself to be a vampire. Meanwhile, Bevan Hardone questioned the glazy-eyed torchbearer, who it turns out was a human who had been sucked dry by vampires, turning him...
Speaking of 69. Oh, what a way to go.
The vampires aren't giving anything back, though.
Yeah.
They're
true.
lazy 69ing.
He was
take it.
sucked dry by the vampires, not 69 style, vampire style, turning him into a simpleton, a shell, if you will. It quickly became clear that the shell was no help, so Bevan Hardone ran to Moonshine's aid. You were able to subdue Langston, but once you began questioning him, he turned into a mist and flew away. You had one more encounter with Langston, who sent his raven off to the Count to warn him of your arrival, but lied and said there were only two of you so that he can enjoy the sweet blood of the rest. You once again manhandled him and his crew. I am going off script here for a second to just say how thoroughly you defeated those vampires. They were supposed to be way harder than you treated them. Yeah.
Thank you.
You just resisted all of their charms. You guys rolled so well on all of your charisma checks.
When you got both Melora and Pelor in your pocket, you
Just twin pistons pumping away in an eternal 69.
now that is a fucking Sistine Chapel.
We gotta
thing.
stop talking about 69ing.
Melora and Pelor 69ing.
So you guys again took off towards the village, but before you could get there, another monster pounced on Bev. At the last second, though, a gunshot rang out, and the beast's head exploded, and that's where we are now. So you guys are in this mist. Gunshot just rang out, and a monster's head exploded just as it was about to pounce on you, Bev.
Did everyone see that? Who shot that bullet? Where'd
I
that
didn't
come
see
from?
anything.
I'm gonna do a
You have a
perception.
gun, don't you?
Balnor starts shooting off. I don't know.
He doesn't have dark vision.
Okay.
Okay.
Holster that thing. Holster it.
Oh my gosh.
Christ.
Can I do a perception check to see from whence this gun has erupted?
Sure.
All right, I got to roll. That's gonna be a 14.
14. You saw it came from like behind Bev.
All right, I throw a mayo nut over there.
I cover my ears like it's a grenade.
Hold on one second. I just want to see something here. I'm going to roll a dice real quick.
To see if he knows what I'm
That is a 26 on an attack roll. I would like to shoot the mayo nut out of the fucking sky.
Just gunshot, mayo nut explodes, mayo goes
I
everywhere.
open my mouth wide to catch as much mayo as possible.
I do as well.
Balnor, that was not a mayo nut.
All
Don't
right.
worry.
Whoever just waged war against the mayo nuts has some answering to do. Show your face.
Be ye friend or foe?
Deadeye walks out of the mist.
Brennan, would you like to describe your character? You guys see this figure walking towards you in the mist, gun smoking.
Oh man, I'm gonna go ham on this one. I never get to describe my own character.
Do it.
I'm gonna go ham on this one. A slim, swaggering cowboy walks out of the mist, twirling an ivory-handled six-shooter in a bony hand. No flesh hanging to the bone.
Is he a skeleton?
You see loose, rotting flesh hanging on one side of his face. And you see on the other side of his face, clean, pale, icy, kind of dead skin with an eye on the clean side of the face that is completely white through to the iris with just the pupil staring out of it. On the sort of more rotting half of his face, there is like a sort of sealed eye, but that eye looks actually weirdly healthy, like it's bloodshot, but there's like it's still in there. So the pretty side of his face has the dead eye, and then the side of the face that's more necrotic, where like there's a hole you can kind of see his teeth through his cheek. That one has the more living eye, all bloodshot in there. He's wearing all black, but not in the kind of vampire froofy way. It's not shiny. It's not polished. It's not BDSM gear.
Oh, it's matte?
It's very matte. It's dusty. It's like, it's different shades of black. There's like, he's got kind of like a charcoal pinstripe pants and like a solid matte black jacket. No, he doesn't have anything that's made to look imposing. He doesn't have like a crazy fucking duster, just like a slim coat, couple of maybe like black buttons with a little tiny bit of silver around him.
Is he wearing a hat?
He's wearing a black 10-gallon hat, low over the brow. And you see that as he looks up a little bit, long elven ears pull away.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, y'all, I hate to say it, but I think Melora lost one of her children down here.
I pull out my sword and I say, "Do you want to be our friend?"
Deadeye looks over at you guys. He sort of holsters that 6-shooter, which again has like beautiful black line work of like skulls, but also flowers and stuff. Like plants and flowers and skulls goes into
like
a holster.
Coco.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Like high stitchwork patterns, leather work in the boots, but they're very, again, like caked with weird ashy, like Shadowfell mud.
Ooh, you got mud down here?
And again, his left hand looks kind of icy blue, just sort of like a dead cadaverous kind of but flesh-covered hand.
Brendan, you could say my.
What's that?
It's you, dude. You're playing. You could say my.
My hand, me. I'm a person. I'm only one person.
Playing.
I'm only one. But you can
play with us,
Peter.
Brendan.
You're doing it, Peter. Yeah, my right hand is just bone with like a little bit of char. The tendons are kind of burnt to ash on it, and then white bone peering out. And then again, it's not like Two-Face where it's like an even split. It's just like almost like he got
almost
a bad,
like a lacy lattice work of flesh.
It's like on the right side, it's almost like a bad explosion or something happened that like burned up and fucked up one half of his face, but it's not like a clean line down the middle of his face.
A little more Jonah Hex than Two-Face.
Yes, a little more Jonah Hex style.
Right.
But his lips are still there, his nose is still mostly there. He's got the two eyes. It's just that one on the clean side of the face is, again, just pupil.
Does it feel like it's looking at me, though?
Oh, he's looking right at you.
No, I mean the dead eye.
Oh, the Deadeye? Yes. Both. He's got both eyes trained on all of you.
Okay.
Holsters the gun. He swaggers. He's like very. This is if we were doing like an acting class. He's like all hips. It's like hips forward, hips and pelvis forward.
He's got that like Kate Blanchett in Avengers kind of strut.
He's like very. Yeah, exactly. He's like. You can tell even through the shirt, this dude's got a V more vicious. He's just. But he also is like, it's like there's a lot of cowboy swagger is why he's like not standing up straight. Also, he like maybe can't stand up straight. There might be like some anatomical undead stuff going on that explains why his posture's not necessarily as good as it could be. Howdy there, strangers. Y'all a long way from home.
Yeah.
Seem that way.
Well, how would you know where our home is?
Well, little sister, I recognize one of the cricks on anywhere, and takes his hat off.
I knew you was a child of Melora. Get over here. And I give him a big hug, absorbing as much of that Shadowfell mud as I can.
He smells bad.
To me?
A different kind of bad, I suppose.
I breathe it in.
Deadeye embraces you and like spins you around and like puts you down and says, "Hell yeah, little sister, good to see you."
You know me, Ma?
You see, he goes, I haven't seen Meemaw in quite some time, but I'm a child of Meemaw just like you, youngin'.
You're my brother? Or half-brother? Or something like that?
Hey, we're from the crick.
Yeah,
half-brother's
that's
as good as we're gonna do.
That's true. We all siblings there.
getting like a real
get
cob.
over here. I cannot believe that.
I have to say, I'm glad I was able to catch you and help your little friend over here. What in the hell are you doing this far from the creek? I mean, and also, my apologies for not, forgive me, my manners. You see, sort of haunted look in his eyes. Even here, we need to extend a little hospitality, don't we?
Oh,
Ain't
I
that
open
the
my little
truth?
jug of crick water.
I was about to do the same thing.
Hey, brother, you look like you could use a huff of this.
Hell yeah, Hoss! Hell yeah, Hoss! Slaps you on the back with a bony hand.
All right.
Get in
Oh, yeah,
there.
take a
That's
couple.
right. Fill up those nostrils.
Woo! Oh, that cut's good.
Yeah, there's more where that came from. Don't worry.
Deadeye, do you know a fellow by the name of Old Cobb?
Yeah, I know, old Cobb.
Is that a good idea?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll an insight check.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna use my brand new icy dice, fresh for the Grey Knight. 17.
You can't really get a read on it.
Okay.
We're friends with old Cobb. It don't matter though.
Yeah, I'm getting a real Cobb throb from you.
Well, I'll give you this. Both of us do ply the same trade.
What about Melf? Remember Melf? He's dead. I'm so sorry.
Died a hero,
Melf
though.
died.
Melf, of course, the second funniest guy at the crick.
Melf died?
Yeah. Melf, were you there when there was Crick Rock?
Hold on, little sister. First of all, y'all can call me Deadeye.
Okay, Deadeye.
What's your name?
Balnor. Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Reaches
This is
his hand
about.
out,
He
just
reaches.
touches Moonshine's leg. I don't have dark vision.
He doesn't have dark vision. He's quite confused. But, he's okay.
You're
that
not a
way.
vampire, right?
Hell no, I'm not a vampire. The only thing I'm looking to drink around here is, whenever the creek water gets chunky enough that you can't huff it no more.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, I hate and love when it happens,
When it gets
Well,
real,
that's when you got to chew it.
Yeah.
that's when you got to chew
You take
through.
it like a Flintstone vitamin.
Put it in your lip. Put it in your
It's
lower
a little
lip.
skin.
Oh, I remember dipping creek water. You got to dip that chunky creek water, that's for sure.
No, Deadeye, I'm so sorry, but we will tell you why we're here. We're here hunting down my friend Hardwan. That's Hardwan. That's Beverly.
Hey, Hardwan
I'm so
Surefoot.
sorry. I don't
R1
think that
Surefoot?
Yep.
Howdy,
Pleasure to
sir.
meet ya. I lost my mommy.
You
Yes.
lost, I'm sorry to hear
His
that.
mommy's
friend. You
down
lost-
here somewhere, condemned. So we
Right.
came to find her. But right now, I am sorry. I'm just so curious about what brought you here.
So you guys right now are just in the middle of the mist. You begin to hear like skittering.
I'll tell you what. What's your name, youngin?
Moonshine Sabin.
Moonshine Simon. Here you go. Well, I'll tell you what. We ain't doing ourselves no favors staying out here in the mist like this.
Okay.
Why don't we hoof it on back to Grimhawk, and I'll catch y'all up on what's been going on this side of the Shadowfell. How's that sound?
That sounds
Follow your lead.
wonderful.
Well, how about you, Slim? What's your name?
Oh, I'm Beverly Togold the Fifth, sir. I'm from Galateron originally, but I've been traveling around with these folks. They're my scoutmasters, but I think at this point we're all just, scouts of the world, I would say.
Yeah.
Hell yeah!
I think you're definitely you're elevated to something almost near Scoutmaster, right?
I
Wouldn't
would
you
say so. I think like a CIT at the very least.
Yeah.
Well, let me pose a question to you like this, there, friend. Who was the very first Scoutmaster? You know, is that in the history books of your order?
The very first Green Teen?
The very first Scoutmaster.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, some folks say that it was Pelor himself as the first Scoutmaster.
Who made him Scoutmaster?
Well, I mean, I'm not an expert on planar physics or anything like that, so I don't know if I could really answer that question. It's kind of one of the great mysteries. Sometimes mysteries need to remain mysteries, I would say.
Well, I would just reckon that he probably made himself a Scoutmaster, and I don't see why you couldn't do the same.
Bev takes a full minute.
Just quiet.
Moonshine kind of looks at Hardball and is like, I kind of like being Scoutmaster, though. I know hierarchy's
Bev-
kind of rotten and whatnot, but
Beverly sits down with his infinite mug and just takes a big swig and stares off into the night.
Balnor starts to pick Bev up and goes, "We should walk."
If he becomes Scoutmaster, we can become Senior Scoutmasters. There's nothing stopping us.
Yeah, I think it's just one hierarchy I might like to maintain.
I just think order is important.
Well, that might be well and true, friend. The only order I've ever known about in this world is the order that you can find at the end of this right here.
Oh, Balnor, can you do that?
I didn't see what he did, but I'm sure I could do whatever it was.
Can you do an acrobatics
You just
check?
hear,
Oh,
Okay.
you hear just a skittering spider that was nearby dies.
Okay.
Way to go, one shot.
Got it. Yeah. Hey, who's the real Deadeye, huh?
You tried to holster your gun and you dropped it next
Oh
to your foot.
God! Can one of you guys get it for me? It's just gone.
Yeah, you keep kicking
It
it.
is. Oh God!
Yeah, so I want to go to Grimhawk.
Yeah, to Grimhawk.
Yeah, we'll head over to Grimhawk now.
Okay.
We can, if I don't know if you fellas want to lay low, we can go back to my place if you want, or if you're looking to get something in your bellies, we can head over to the Fat Monk.
I mean, I am desperate to try the local cuisine here.
yeah, we're kind of on a global pub crawl, really, in a way.
I've been kind of thinking to myself, is there going to be blood-infused sort of vampire cuisine? Possibly. And then if there is, who am I, citizen of the world, to turn it down? I might just inquire as to how the blood was. Anyways, this is just something I'm grappling with myself.
Different cultures.
I'm ready to eat some blood. They got sliders. Medium rare, baby.
Yeah.
Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, y'all, but sliders here turn to ash in your mouth.
I reached for Balnor's gun.
It's on the ground. It's on the ground. I don't know where it is.
I take Balnor's gun and I tape it to his hand.
Thank you.
Deadeye's going to head off through the mist for Grimhawk.
Sweet.
All right.
Yeah.
So you guys all follow Deadeye, and you guys are not far from Grimhawk at this point. So the fog begins to clear as you get close to the village of Grimhawk. It curves around the outermost buildings, almost as if it were the city wall. There is no mist in the town itself. When you get into town, you see cobblestone streets and gas lamps, but it is eerily quiet here. The homes and shops are packed tightly together. A lot of the buildings here have this kind of dirty yellow color, this mustard, more so from actual dirt than any kind of like design choice.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. A lot of smokers.
Yeah, a lot of the signs of the shops have been torn down and others are covered in cobwebs. You see that a lot of the homes are boarded up, and the ones that do have windows visible are lit by very dim candlelight. You, in fact, see one frightened villager that has the door cracked a little bit, like as you guys walk into town, and then slams it shut as soon as you guys show up.
You are correct. There ain't no hospitality here.
None to speak of, Moonshine, I'm afraid.
Is it because people were taking advantage of other people's hospitality, and then it sort of led to a sort of fear of hospitality?
I mean, I don't know what I can reckon. You get a place like this, you know, in the world that you and I both come from,
Yeah.
there's as much good as there is evil batting around, and people kind of slide one way or the other. But, you know, the average folk don't have the willpower it takes to square their own lives up most of the way. And when you end up being raised in a place like Shadowfell, where the air, the mist, the ground, the water all wants things to be a little bit darker than before, it's not hard for whole towns and cities to move en masse towards the darkness and things.
Have you thought about running for office?
You know, I actually have. They have elections here, but, you know, the ballots either turn into bats or they disappear. People get murdered and killed.
Oh, okay. So voter fraud.
Yeah, a
what
lot
you're
of voters.
saying.
Some gerrymandering
Yeah.
by the vampires, I would assume.
Oh, I mean, the districts here are abysmal. I mean,
Blacklining.
We know a mayor back in Bohemia.
So did you ever know Joe, the mayor?
The praying mantis.
The praying
I think he
mantis?
was recently elected. I don't know if you were there for that.
Oh,
probably-
you might not have known.
You
him.
know the talking praying mantises, certainly.
wait. So I'm trying. I actually don't. I have a hard time sort of keeping track of time down here.
Oh, no.
My stopwatch, it just always reads midnight, and it's real bad down here.
Forgive us for how cool we find all of this.
Yeah.
No, I understand that I occupy an extremely dope aesthetic, but my life is quite bad.
I'm
Okay.
so sorry to hear that.
No, hey, here's the thing.
You know, the sad thing too is I had some nannerflies on me. I could have brought a little more of the crick to you. I know.
Take it off. I'll walk.
Take it off, yeah.
There you go.
Just self-soothe whatever
down,
way
get
you
it
can.
Yeah, make sure the walls stay thick.
I would give anything. For a crawdaddy with just a little bit of brown on there.
Oh, I know.
I pat my pockets. I feel a bunch of crawdaddies and say I wish I could help you out.
Wait. Can I use...
Hard one only has 6.
Oh, fuck it. Here you go, buddy.
Oh, Hoss, you are. I want you to know this, and I mean this. You can take this to the fucking bank. I mean, my eye like glows with like a deathly energy. I owe you one, brother. That is no joke.
Start sucking out all the brown.
Oh, get that brown in there. That's some spicy brown.
Hey, Bev, you see he ate the tail?
He ate everything. The claws. He ate the claws.
This guy's the man.
He's hardcore.
Does anyone else wonder if his flesh gets a little rotten towards the stomach, and if we could see him digesting some of it?
Can we make a perception check to see if I can see it to his jacket?
Yeah, if you guys want to like try to peek like under his duster, like catch it at the right angle.
You see
Okay.
somebody that has like a really crazy birthday.
That's gonna be a 20 for me.
I got a nat 20. Tell me about his navel.
I actually, if you rolled a nat 20, I think that Deadeye just lifts up his shirt and like from the pelvis line down is flesh, and like where his chest and rib cage starts is flesh. Everything between the bottom of the rib cage and the top of the pelvis is gone, and there is just open spine.
Yo, you have to tell me your ab routine. You're like negative 20% body fat.
Hey man, yeah. If you ever want to hit the gym together, man, I mean, there's not much else to do down here. Just trying to keep fit.
We've been doing like a circuit with this
Bev,
dude.
Yeah.
show me your ass, Bev.
I show him my ass.
So flat.
You see, here's the thing. I mean, I ain't got no protein down here is the main thing. So I'm just doing calisthenics. I also do a lot of yoga. I do a lot of things to just stay limber.
You look limber. You look live.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to put on some bulk, but just everything down here is ash and dust and sorrow. You just can't put on mass.
I'd give him another crawdaddy.
So
I found one more.
Deadeye sucking down this brown as you guys walk through this town, and you eventually do get to the Fat Monk. You see an old wooden sign just hanging on its, or like swinging on its hinges. There's an image of like a portly monk holding a mug of ale. It's aged and weathered and looks like it was painted a very long time ago. And this is one of the few places that has its doors open. So you guys enter. You see that there is a fireplace going. There are a few stools that are spread out across a long bar. The cherry-colored wood is all cracked and dusty and scratched up. The bartender is a pot-bellied man with a stained white apron. Deadeye, you would know this to be Sammy. He's got a big bald spot with gray hair sticking out in all directions and a vacant look in his eyes. He looks like the other guy that you ran into in the mist, like he's a shell. Behind him, there are casks of ale covered in cobwebs and dust, as well as racks of various other alcohols with missing bottles and empty spaces between them. Throughout the bar itself, there are probably like 6 tables. One is completely broken in half and unusable. A few of them only have 1 or 2 chairs at them. Most of the tables are empty, but there is one shell sitting alone at the bar, drinking by himself, staring off with a vacant look. He's got like really stringy hair and he's super skinny.
He's not burned, is he?
He doesn't look good.
Okay.
There is another table that is occupied by a man and a woman, both peasants, wearing dirty clothing. The man's wearing like suspenders over a stained white tunic, and the woman wears a long, plain brown gown with a dirty white wimple atop her head.
Ooh.
Now, what in Laura's good name is a wimple?
It's those little like white bonnet little hat things.
The top of a habit, a nun's habit. The top of it is a wimple.
As you were writing?
Nope,
that
had to
description?
look it up.
All right, cool.
I had to look up what is a peasant woman hat.
Half of being a DM is just going to thesaurus.com.
You see that they were talking with kind of like urgency when you guys walked in, but as soon as you guys walk in, they get like super suspicious and start whispering.
Hey, 2 o'clock, lady in the wimple.
Okay.
You guys.
You know, I tend to go for a lady in a wimple, but this one is a little distressing.
That's a stiff wimple. My goodness.
So as you guys enter, you see Sammy, this shell dude, this pot-bellied bartender, turns to you guys as you enter, and he goes, "Hey, y'all, welcome to the bar."
Oh, cool. Great.
Oh,
you
it's
so
you
much.
again. Looks over at Deadeye.
Hey there, Sammy. How's it going, partner?
This is going good.
Well, listen, collected a couple friends out there in the mist. They're lucky to be alive. Let's say the house throws down a couple rounds and maybe some meals for my hungry friends here.
Go ahead and give a persuasion check.
Sure. Oh, my first
I step
roll.
back. We definitely have things we can barter, but I'm impressed by this.
I love a free meal.
Yeah.
Can we talk briefly about Brendan's cool black dice, by the way?
Yeah.
You got some Shadowfell dice.
I got some Shadowfell dice. They're black on black
Gorgeous.
obsidian level up dice.
And what do they just roll?
Gorgeous.
Fucking nat 1. So that's...
Oh man, this guy is so
Welcome to
easy.
Shadowfell.
This guy is so easy to persuade. But he just goes, well, the house doesn't make food, I do. So
All right, I can take this. Hey, what's your name again?
it's Sammy. Nice to meet you.
You know, up in the material plane, a piece of possum fur will go for, $100. And I pluck out one piece of hair from Pawpaw.
Please give it to me, Moonshine.
Wait.
You promised that to me.
Moonshine, go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
I got a 20.
Oh, 20. Okay. He reaches out. No, I'll get the hair.
Damn it, you lucky son
Takes
of a bitch.
Sorry, Pawpaw.
And you see he walks back to go to like a little kitchen area.
So what's the cuisine here?
Yeah, what are we looking forward to?
Well,
Ash cakes?
Because I'm famished.
I reckon the three of you can order whatever you like. There are living people that are native to the Shadowfell.
Okay.
Are you not living?
You saw his stomach, right?
I know, but I thought it was like a variation on living.
What stripe of living are you? Are we talking revenant, homunculi?
No, shh.
Okay.
Oh.
I wouldn't say the R word out here in the open like that.
Okay.
What I am is a little bit of a mystery. I don't know what I am. I wish I could find out, but I'm trapped in this town. So,
What? Okay. Y'all, I know that we have some stuff to go over, but
Yeah, like the menu.
yes, absolutely. You get started on that. Deadeye. What happened to you? How did you just tell me what you can about getting from the creek to here?
I will do my best. Where do you want me to start? And is it okay? And can I watch the three of you eat?
Absolutely, yeah.
Let's start
God,
with
yes.
appetizers.
This
So
looks
you
like
guys see after a little bit, you notice that he does not ask you what you want. There is no menu. You just said we would like some food, and then he left. Comes back after a little bit, walks up with 3 plates. One appears to be like soup in a plate, like a weird broth with some like cabbage in it
no, thank you.
on a plate.
on a plate. So the
no,
soup is
thank
like
you.
spilling over a little bit. Oh, I'm sorry. I spilled
okay.
your broth. Spilled your broth a little bit.
Laura.
Puts the broth in front
Okay.
of Beverly. You do share that. And he points to Balnor. You two are kids, so you
Yes, sir.
little kids.
Okay.
And then he serves you two guys. It looks like the meat of some kind of winged creature that does not have a lot of meat. It's like a wing bone. There's like tons of tiny bones in it. The worst type of animal you could possibly
Y'all,
cook.
I am
mostly
so
bones.
sorry. I know that we have a lot on our plate, but I need to do a real quick bar rescue. And I turn to Sammy and I say, show me your kitchen, because I'm going to show you how to maximize what you got going on.
Yeah. Okay.
This wing, you see, it's more about the bone. So you want to come up with a recipe that's going to, suck the flavor out the bone and not put as much emphasis on the meat.
And this should be in a bowl.
Another
We
point.
broke the bowl. And
You got
see-
one bowl.
He just starts to walk away.
Oh God, I hate to be this kind of way because truth is, back when I was alive and in Bohemia, I was traveling all over the world, and every single culture out there has something rich and special and meaningful to offer. So I never want to speak ill of a place, especially to people that are visiting it for the first time. But this place is rotten.
I know. After seeing this meal, I feel less. The traveler inside of me is feeling less.
Are you not going to finish your wing?
Oh, I already finished it. I'm sucking the marrow out the.
Balnor, quit hogging the cabbage.
What? Let me in on it. This broth is not bad.
It's hearty.
Yeah, I think whatever little bat thing was in this.
Yeah.
Was,
Deadeye, how long you been down here?
Yeah.
Again, I don't reckon I know how long it's been. Time is strange down here. I mean, it's sort of like a lot of these other planets, Feywild and whatnot, where time is a little bit different.
Do you make any friends?
Harwin, no, I haven't.
It's,
I haven't made any friends.
It's
down
tough to
here.
be a loner, an outsider.
That's
Have
heartbreaking.
you sort of like sought out some sort of communities of like-minded folk and maybe
What helps
started
is having
a
hobbies.
club?
Oh yeah, me and Sammy, we hang out all the time. He's a laugh riot. The guy who thought that soup goes on a plate. Yeah, we're real close. This place is bad.
Okay,
it's a bad
okay.
place.
Deadeye, take me back to your last day that you remember at the crick, if you don't mind. Exposing such intimate feelings. We're all about emotional walls, but we're also about occasionally taking them down.
You got to peek over the wall every once in a while. Otherwise, you don't know who to keep out.
You got to do Tim Allen's neighbor.
You gotta go Wilson. It's true.
let's do a Wilson here, guy.
Yeah.
If you build 4 walls, that's a house.
Wow.
I think you need a roof and a floor.
Hey, baby steps, man. Come on.
All right. Well, hey,
What is a roof but another wall over your head?
Oh my lord, this is
actually
good stuff.
That's beautiful. Actually. That is profound. Deadeye also, I
Sketch it
think,
as a tattoo
at this
idea.
point, reaches into the cavity in the middle of his torso and sort of winces for a second and takes 2 kind of chewed up crawdaddies and hands them back to Hard One.
I put them back in my satchel. Moonshine can make a stew out of this.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's
you guys
still
also
good.
see after a little bit, Sammy comes back with an entire keg of ale. And goes,
Hey, this place isn't so bad.
Okay.
We work with it.
That's gonna be good for my Yelp
right?
review.
One of you said you wanted a drink.
Yeah, that's Pawpaw.
Rare. He's the one with all the rich stuff on his fur.
Yeah.
And he puts it down on the table. It's dusty and like fucked up and like it has not been tapped properly and it's just like pouring out already. It's it's almost like when you put like a key in a beer.
Yeah.
Oh,
to
yeah.
like shotgun it right
yeah.
away.
I put the plate under it.
Put your infinite cup under it.
Okay. Yeah, I do that.
Yeah, we can just pass that around.
Yeah.
All right. So, Deadeye, take me to your last day that you remember at the crick. Maybe that's a good place to start.
All right. Remind me again. I don't think had been born yet. Even. I was well over 200 when I was still walking around in Bohemia. The last time I saw the crick was long time ago, during the troubles between Jolene, who, when she was my mom, wasn't yet Meemaw, and Maribel. Bad times at the crick, and
Something was amiss, yeah.
something was amiss at the crick. I don't want to get too into it right now, but suffice it to say that a lot of people made a lot of choices about the best way to defend the crick, and a lot of sacrifices were made by a lot of different people, and some of those sacrifices worked, some didn't. The important thing was that we lost a lot in that strife, and I was relatively young at the time. I think I was about 50 years old, something like that, and decided to make my way in the world. Didn't see much of a place at the crick for myself after everything that happened.
Oh no! You know Maribel was being manipulated, right?
What?
By hell forces.
Ill said.
Oh man, that piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a son of a bitch. I remember I was smoking up. Where was I? I was in the middle of a giant arcane globe. I was smoking up with Alanis, and she was talking about how he was.
Whoa! Holy shit!
Now that is a name
You
drop.
I do. It's one of the last things I can do. I mean, I still got lungs, thank God. Thank my Lord, I still got my lungs.
Yeah, Yeah, I know, right?
Does someone get him a cigarette? I need to see it come out of his rib cage in a funny way.
Oh, yeah. Do I have a cigarette on me?
Hey, easy. Easy there, Slim. I understand that it's
fair.
a novelty, but it's my body and it's a source of endless horror for me.
You're right. I'm so sorry. Again, everything about you is very cool, but also tragic. Trying to get over that hump.
No, I understand. And that's a hump worth getting over, so I get it. Point being, I miss Crick Water, I miss Crawdads, I miss it all, but you shouldn't feel bad for me, Moonshine. I mean, I had centuries of life after leaving the creek. I've traveled all over Bohemia. I've been to Galateron and Esri and all the way down. I mean, I've been all over the map, and there's a life outside of the creek, and sometimes losing home is the first step on the way to a grand adventure. So you shouldn't shed any tears for me.
Yeah, but you still ended up here, man. How the hell did that happen?
Well, yeah, how did that happen? I don't rightly know. I remember it was in a lab, experimental gun.
Was it in Esri?
Yeah, it was in Esri, yeah. There was an experimental gun. I was in a lab. There was this dude. He's a little freak, man. I used to go. There was a swingers party in Esri. This little freak got an invite to this guy Duddle, who was.
We messed with him.
No.
Oh, we killed him.
Well, good. Dead. He's a fucking freak,
He's
man.
dead.
That
He's
dude.
Dead.
You know what?
Just name a bunch of shitty people you know. We'll see if we killed them.
Yeah.
Yeah, would that make you feel better?
It's a fun little game.
Sure. Okay. Duddle.
Gone.
Duddle's gone.
Super dead.
There was a one time I lost my britches in a card game to some royal dwarf up in Frostwind.
Yeah, that's got to be
Coldane.
Yeah, or maybe
Coldane?
Rust or something. A Coldane. We killed a whole fuck ton of them. So yeah.
Oh, good. That whole family.
Pretty much a
pieces of
whole,
shit.
a whole royal line we kind of knocked out in one go.
Yep.
You should cover the Hammerhard one.
Well, okay. Well, we've been talking about me quite a bit. Seems like you three are real trio of bruisers.
Sorry, it's just so nice to see another Crick folk. So I just want to ask you everything about you.
I've just got a self-serving question from me. Does anybody ever leave Shadowfell? You know how to? Do you know how to get out of here?
Well, that's a question I'm very, very interested in answering for myself.
Have we doomed ourselves by supping on Shadowfell's local fare?
I wouldn't reckon so, because the barriers to exit this place are not as mystical and a lot more purposeful than you might imagine.
We can do purpose.
There are forces at work that have names, and more importantly, and he peels the edge of his jacket back to show his gun, bodies that are stopping people from leaving this place.
So we might be able to help my mother, help you, help that woman in a wimple over there.
Yeah, you know that woman.
And
You know that little filly underneath that wimple over there?
You do. You have seen her before. She's a peasant named Kat. She lives in town.
She's not a shell, though, is she?
The people at the other table that were whispering are not shells.
Are they like looking at us? Are they kind of
they're fucking suspicious as hell of you.
All right, I give her a show. I get a little overall and kind of drape it over my shoulder a little bit, you know? Little come hither.
Yeah, I kind of like gesture towards our giant barrel of beer and invite them over.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
With advantage because Moonshine's shoulder.
There's no advantage in this town. And just to be clear, guys, so you guys know, like the Feywild, that this is a reflection of the material plane. Mm-hmm. So you guys are in one town right now. You aren't just in Shadowfell. Like, Deadeye is stuck in this town.
Oh, Deadeye. What?
So let me go ahead and say, first of all, I can't tell you how much it means to even have someone look at me, and especially someone who's obviously a champion of Melora and blessed, to look at me and call me a Crick, because I ain't called myself that in quite some time.
Oh, I'm looking at you, and you are heartening me. I found out some, I found out some stuff about my ancestry that I wish I didn't know, and seeing a healthy Crick come from Meemaw's vagina, it's making me feel good.
Some brown fully falls out of Deadeye's ribs.
I'm thinking, I slap him on the shoulder, and I'm thinking, we come from good stock, huh?
She says vagina a lot.
Hey, that's nature.
That's
I know
true.
you. I know you're a young teenage fella, but there's nothing about a woman's body that's not beautiful.
Yeah, it's more of a fact that I was stating. Than anything.
Okay.
Arguably, especially the vagina. It's one of the most beautiful parts.
Easy.
Here.
I've heard.
What did you guys get on your persuasion checks?
Oh, I didn't roll one.
I rolled a 24.
4?
4. Okay. You see they look over at you, and for a second, Bev, the woman and the man look like protective of you for a second. They're almost like clocking these other guys to see if they're like vampires or some kind of monster or something. And then they quickly regain their senses and like go back to minding their own business.
I take a napkin and I origami it into a wimple and I put it on my head.
You see the woman like politely laughs a little bit, but turns very red-faced.
I tap Bev on the shoulder and I point to Pawpaw's naked head.
I crown Pawpaw.
I nod solemnly.
Sammy fully does not stop laughing. Just
Hey, man. We get a refill on this soup.
So
He's like a car alarm.
just as long as Papa has the hat on, does not
Wait.
break that. Like
I lift it
decibel.
off his head. I put it back on.
Okay. Pawpaw, I'm so sorry, but I think you gotta go.
You're wimpleless. So Deadeye, tell me, you're trapped here in Grimhawk.
Specifically this town, and I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but so are the three of you.
What?
Oh.
We should talk business, probably not here. I mean, I don't see any skeeters around, but we want to...
Skeeters?
Mosquitoes?
Oh, I didn't know. I thought maybe that was like the neighborhood watch run by like the vampires or something like that.
No, skeeters are bloodsuckers.
All right,
Yeah,
so let's...
okay, that's what
Why
I
don't we head back to your place? Do you have any more cool black clothes?
Yeah.
Just
I would.
for myself, yeah. What do you...
Where did you get
Maybe
the
like-
You have totally different body types.
I'm just saying, if we sew two jackets together.
I can chop off the legs.
If I may interject, I would like some pinstripes. I've been admiring your pinstripes.
I mean, I can... Yeah,
We're going through an emo phase. It'd be really nice to be in all black.
I mean, you came to the right place for that.
Dressing
yeah.
for the part.
Sure. I mean, we can do a little... this place is sort of a whole monument to sorrow, but there are some clothing stores downtown. We could go hang out and maybe you do a little shopping trip, makeover.
Hit them up real quick.
Hit them up real quick.
If we're going to be here, we might as well.
Let's have a bleak
You guys
makeover montage.
suddenly hear a woman screaming outside.
We're going shopping.
You never let us have any fun.
I run out. Actually, let me do a perception check real
Yeah.
quick to see if I think it's like a real woman or a trap.
Sure.
That's going to be a 26.
Sounds like a very scared woman.
Okay, I'll run out.
Deadeye's right after her. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Deadeye. I'll follow Deadeye.
You guys all run out. You guys
And
see
Mooney.
the peasants just look scared as fuck when that happens. The shells don't react at all. They're just like, oh, okay. The peasants get super scared and like go hide back in the kitchen.
I tip my winkle at them.
That they're fully running away. So you guys rush outside onto the cobblestone streets, and you see a young woman trying to get away from some like half giant looking guy. It looks like ogre sized or something. It's this big hulking ogre looking dude. He wears a dusty blue robe with the hood pulled up, and under it is a copper mask with a neutral expression, and he's grabbing the girl and pulling at her, and she's screaming, "Let me go! Let me go! Damn it! Let me go, you freak!"
I spores him.
You run up and spores this guy, take him completely by surprise, and do 6 damage to him as you cough up spores in his face. You see he lets go of the girl and staggers back a little bit and just makes like a guttural sound. He just goes, "Roar!" And she goes, "Ah, fuck!" And she starts taking off. This guy turns to chase her.
Let's tackle him.
Everybody roll initiative.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like I got 15. I feel like let's let this young lady go run away.
Sure.
I ain't gonna chase some woman.
Unless it's like an anglerfish deal and she's the lure.
Oh.
Yeah, does Deadeye, you know this woman?
Deadeye, is this an anglerfish situation?
Would I know the ogre, but would I know the girl at all or no?
So the woman is like a young woman, like a teenager, maybe like 17 or 18 years old. And she looks dressed up like she's about to go out or something. She's wearing like a nice dress, or like a peasant's version of a nice dress. It looks like she tailored her own like peasant's gown to make it look real stylish.
And it worked. She was beautiful. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Cool. So she's like a little peasant girl.
Yeah, you would know her in town. Her name is Sandy.
Sandy, cool, great.
What did everybody get for initiative?
19.
15.
8.
31.
Whoa.
Come again?
Boy, strong.
Normally
30.
it's like 0 to 20.
Yeah, I got a 31.
Okay.
Deadeye.
He's got feet. He
I
knows
can't
how to
wait
do
to look
stuff.
at all your feats at the
Oh,
end.
man,
I got
yeah.
15.
So believe it or not, Deadeye, you are first. You have this this big ogre guy was grabbing this girl like by the wrist, trying to pull her. Moonshine ran up, did 6 damage to him, did a little spores to him. He, surprised, let out this grunt and let her go. She starts taking off running, and you guys got the jump on him.
Okay, Deadeye whips Luann off his hip.
Ooh, I didn't know she had a name.
Of
Wham!
course she has a name.
I should give my gun a name.
You should just
Bobby.
use Deadeyes. Luann is great.
Guys, Deadeye's not that cool.
Oh, Balnor, don't go down this road.
Deadeye, do you have kids? What? I didn't say anything.
He's looking for another dad. God damn it.
Sorry, I'm going to spend a grit point to make this a violent shot.
Deadeye playing, or Brennan rather, playing Matt Mercer's gunslinger class.
Not only Matt Mercer's gunslinger class, I'm also playing a hollow one, which is a Matt Mercer custom race.
Thank you, Matt Mercer.
Thanks. It's a big Matt Mercer
Thanks,
day here on the
Matty.
pod. Thank you, Matt. 19 to hit.
Hits.
Brennan has so many dice.
Jesus.
Oh boy.
30 damage on the first attack.
Jesus. You see this big ogre like staggers back as this huge shot just like explodes in his shoulder. But he's pretty hardy. He's still up.
28 to hit on the second attack.
Super hits.
And that one's not going to get sneak attack damage. That one's also a violent shot. 25 damage on the second shot.
Shit.
I go back inside and get some cabbage.
I definitely am like glad that Bev gets to follow that. I don't want to follow that. Dang, good stuff.
Bev, that is
Is
your
it my turn?
Yeah.
How's he looking?
He looks okay.
Okay.
It's hard to tell because he's wearing this big robe and he has this mask on, but he's moaning.
So as I'm approaching him, I'm kind of like I'm unsheathing my sword. It's fully gray at this point.
Okay.
I'm kind of like I'm doing a quick check-in with Pelor. Hey, it's been a while since we talked, but I'm kind of doing a new thing. Is that cool with you?
Go ahead and make a religion check.
Cool. Oh, 19.
19. You see as you are going near this guy, and do you have your blade lit up at this moment?
Yeah.
Okay. So you use a bonus action. You light up your sword. You see it begins to dim a little bit.
It dims.
Yeah.
Huh.
But you don't know why.
Dim in it dims to like a cool gray that looks like
Like a lighter green.
lighter green, not the night of gray that I was hoping for.
It's okay, Bev. Maybe the reception's bad down here.
And I guess I just launch forward.
Sweet, you swing at this guy, and this
Yeah.
guy's just like, ooh!
That was not what I was hoping for, but okay. That's going to be a 19 to hit.
That does hit.
Great. 14.
14 damage. Sweet. You slash into this guy. Not as powerful as the gun, believe it or not.
Good effort, little man. Keep it going, Slim. You got this.
Hey, you can bring people back to life. That's good, too.
I turned back at everyone and I pointed my sword and I'm like, what is this? It's not working. I'm kind of worried. I'm testing the waters. I'm dipping a toe in. I'm gonna try and hit again.
Okay.
Actually, can I go ahead and just add a divine smite to that one?
Yeah, you hit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'll let
I
you
want
if
to
you
see
wanna
how
do
that
it.
works.
Okay.
It's 4 extra damage.
Jesus.
Boom.
You
see that, Deadeye?
You slash into him. You see there is an explosion of radiant energy, and it does stagger him a little bit.
I guess I'll attack again.
Sweet.
That's a natural 20, though.
Oh, that's very good.
Has the glow of the
Bev
sword
needs
now.
to get his groove back.
Yeah, Bev's off his rocker. Bev is off his game. I'm out of... Should I do a 3rd level smite, or should I save that slot? I don't know what we're up against today. I gotta save that
I
slot
think
for Revivify.
save it, yeah.
Okay, I can't do a smite, but I will take... This double damage, I guess?
Sweet, yeah.
14.
Sweet.
It's, I just rolled a 1 there. And also, my strength is still reduced, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, that's what's,
Yeah,
that's what's up.
No, you know what? I'll say you guys have taken a short rest while you guys have been walking around and at the bar. Probably like an hour or 2 has passed. Like you guys sat and shot the shit with Deadeye.
Okay,
Shooting
cool.
the shit with Deadeye. That's good.
There'll be more shooting shit. Where that
Really
came
good.
from.
That's Deadeye's podcast.
Shooting the shit.
Bev, after your turn, you swing into this big dude. You see he staggers back. And out from the shadows, this little alley that you guys are near, you see 2 little halfling-sized dudes. You recognize them, Deadeye. They are also wearing blue robes and the copper masks with like the neutral expressions on, and they jump forward and are going to take stabs at Beverly. And you see they jump
You
forward. They
little
go,
rats!
"Why are you friends with the vampires?"
We are not friends with the vampires.
Do what?
Are you not the vampires?
So this little halfling person does hit Beverly with a dagger.
How dare?
Stabs into Beverly. Friend of vampires, why?
We don't like those
And
guys.
We are not
is
friends with
going to
vampires.
do
You don't know my friend group?
27 damage.
Okay.
And go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw.
15.
That passes. So you're only going to take half of this. So you take 15 extra poison damage.
Okay.
But yeah, you look down and you see this this little assassin halfling has gotten like under your ribs, and you see this like black ooze dripping off the blade. And then this other one is going to swing at you.
Ow!
The black ooze is coming from the blade and not Beverly, right?
Right? Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. No, Beverly's not full of
I'm
black
not
ooze.
sure.
You're not.
I don't know what happens when you become a Grey Knight.
Yeah.
Does your blood get gray?
Bad blood.
This other one hops off the first assassin and stabs down into Bev. Thank you, sister.
Oh, cute.
And
That's really cute.
I'm glad you have each other.
and hits and is going to do 32 damage.
Okay.
And then go ahead and give me another Constitution saving throw. You guys see Bev is just like all by himself, just like all of these dudes with blue robes are just like stabbing down at him.
14.
14 does not pass.
Uh-oh.
You are going to take another 31 damage.
I'm down.
Bev goes down.
Oh,
I just short rest. I just got back to full HP.
Jesus.
Moonshine, that's
These
your
Wonder
turn.
Twins
okay.
just took me
I am
out.
going to call to my hands some spell magic.
Okay.
It's going to be a beautiful light, magical energy glowing from my hands, and I'm going to turn to these. What is it? 2 youngins?
You don't know like if they're kids or if they're halflings or what they are. I guess they
Well-
have like a halfling proportions. You can kind of tell.
I'm gonna just turn to the youngins and say, we are not friends with vampires. Do you see this goodness coming out of me?
You can't see any kind of like expression on their face or anything, but you see the one that's just like gone up and stabbed Bev, just kind of tilts their head and goes, "Then why are you letting her run away?"
Okay, just so you know, we're not the enemy. I didn't know what that girl's situation was. I heard a woman screaming after being attacked by a shadowy figure on the street, and my instinct is to side with her. And so, but I'm just letting you know, I could have used this turn. I could have used all this magical goodness to hurt you, but instead I'm going to heal my friend, trusting that y'all are going to have a real conversation with us rather than just, sneaking around with knives. And then I'm going to heal Bev.
Okay. So this is just a chaotic battle, so they're hearing this over the sounds of them just like clashing against Bev, and I guess now standing over Bev's unconscious body.
I'm healing him for 23.
23.
Yeah.
I pop back up. That's not my ooze.
That is the big guy's turn. Bev, you are up in the mix, so this guy's going to take off. You get an opportunity attack if you'd like to take one.
Oh, on him?
Yeah, he looks like he's running towards the girl. Who's just yelling, "Get away from me, you fucking weirdos!"
I'll swipe at him, I guess.
Okay, go ahead.
18?
18 hits.
Great. 8 damage on the first hit. Do I get 2 attacks or just one on it?
Just one.
Okay.
Okay.
And I do have an ability called Relentless Avenger now as a Grey Knight.
Okay.
Which means that after an opportunity attack, I can use half of my speed as part of the same reaction to run.
Sweet.
So I'm going to double that with my Yippee Skippy boots and just chase after the girl now.
Sweet. The girl has not gotten that far away. Okay. On his turn, he was going to run up and try to snatch her up. I will say, just for the fun of it, if you're able to catch up and use this Reckless Avenger thing, you can do an opposed grapple check if you guys want to kind of like wrestle.
I think I want to get between them.
Okay. Go ahead and do. I'll say athletics. Do an athletics check against him.
7.
7. Okay, he got a 25. You see,
I think you won, Bev.
Bev, you
I swear he does his squats every day. Every day.
Skippies runs super quick over to this girl who's running away, gets in front of her, holds his hand up. This dude just stiff arms Bev.
I'm here to... Oh!
Stiff arms Bev down, and then scoops the girl up.
Deadeye, whose side are we on in this battle?
Every side in this town is bad. The whole town's
That
bad.
might be the case.
The whole town is bad.
Okay.
Hard one, that's your turn.
I report spores everyone. I say, the whole town is bad. Also, welcome to the report spores, Deadeye, everyone.
When Deadeye's
Deadeye's here.
You can put an emoji next to your name if you want.
I think that the emoji that comes out is just...
Sorry, who is the brain I don't have saved in my speaking stone?
That's Deadeye, y'all.
Oh shit!
New to the report spores.
I'm going to.
My phone doesn't have these emojis on it.
Just a little weird black square shows up, a bunch of them in a row.
So everyone's bad. Everybody's
I
bad.
think
We're
everyone's
not bad. The two little halflings at the same time tilt their heads.
It's shades. We're dealing with shades.
Yeah, you like that creepy little head tilt they do when they
Oh,
say they're
yeah.
not bad?
They seem.
We were good, but
it
we
does seem like
found
a red flag.
We were bad, but then we found the goddess.
Oh, I swing my hammer at
wait,
them.
Fiala?
Who?
Okay.
The
never
Dusk
mind.
Mother.
The what?
The Dusk Mother.
Hard one,
Dear
get that picture out.
Lord.
I hate.
Our Lady of Penance.
It's not your mom, is it?
I show them the picture of the widow. Is it this lady?
They don't know what the fuck. They just shrug their shoulders.
I hit him with my hammer.
You just run up to one of these little halflings, swing
you
on
run
them.
up, show them a picture.
Is this
real
her?
quick, and attack them.
Is this my dog?
Yes.
It's like showing somebody a picture of your lost dog and then just uppercutting them.
21 to hit.
21 hits.
10 damage.
10 damage. Okay. Yeah, you go over. They're like tilting their heads, being like, "We were bad, but we're good." Just like rock one right in the face. Falls over.
Great. How good are you?
Very good.
Why you? But you tried to kill my friend. You tried to kill my friend.
Your friend tried to kill my friend first.
No, we tried to stop your friend, a troll, a giant ogre from.
He's trying to save her.
Save her.
Swing. You got to take your attacks.
All right, fine. 26 damage or 26 to hit.
That hits.
Hard one, they've got the timeline right. I did swing at them.
17 damage.
17 damage.
I
Okay.
should have report spores these little fucks. I thought I was gonna.
I'm gonna use my action surge
Okay.
to hit them some more. Just swinging my hammer back
Leave
and
my
forth.
sister alone.
I'm gonna swing my hammer at that other guy then. Actually, no, I'm gonna try to kill somebody. I'm gonna swing at
Yeah.
this sister. 16.
16 does hit. Yes. We should have hid.
14 damage.
That's something we can do. 14 damage. Sweet.
All right, one less attack. The hammer, an uppercut hammer, nat one.
That one.
Shouldn't have, I
swing
shouldn't have
up,
tried to
just
act
like- quickly dodges out of the way.
I hit him 3 times, Deadeye. 3 out of 4.
That's great.
Pretty good.
Honestly, that's really good. Show me that poster again.
Oh, this lady. It's my mommy.
Oh, shit, Lydia.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
Holy hell, man.
We have-
I faint.
y'all, can we just Can we just take these little fucks captive and go somewhere and have a conversation?
Let's shove them in a barrel or something.
You see Balnor run, but it's Balnor's turn. Balnor runs up and just tries to jump on top of the ogre guy that's carrying the girl. He does a grapple check. He fails. He gets fucking stiff-armed and just gets thrown off
We
of
gotta
him.
get that guy dark vision.
Join the club, dude.
That is back around to Deadeye.
Okay. This ogre's not looking at me, right?
He's not looking at you. He's trying to run away. He's like fleeing.
Cool. Gotcha.
So you can get sneak attack.
Cool. I will get advantage on him as he's running. I'm going
In
to
the future, oh man, I would love to cast Pass Without Trace with you on you. Send you in to do some recon.
Ooh, baby.
We'd lose him forever.
Okay, this is going to be a violent shot as well. That's going to be a 24 to hit,
That hits.
31 points of damage.
Jesus! You blow a fucking hole in this guy's back. Still alive.
Really?
So I'm going to take my second attack.
Yep. But yeah, you see, you blow into his back and you see like all like ash flying and stuff, and his cloak like breaks in half.
15 damage on the second attack. Homeboy still running?
He is
All right, we're going to
quite
action
hurt, but still alive.
We're gonna action surge.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Hey, that's your thing.
weird.
I'll share it.
I always thought that was like kind of special that Harwan did that. Yeah.
Oh, you should feel pretty. It's pretty cool. I have the same thing as Deadeye, though.
Yeah, that's pretty true.
Yeah, wow.
I feel good about being a crick.
That one's going to be 19 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay. 17. 17 points of damage.
Jesus.
la-
Very hurt, still alive.
Still alive?
Last attack on this one. That's a 29 to hit.
That hits.
17 more damage.
Deadeye, finish him.
Yeah.
Deadeye looks over at you, Moonshine. The eye on the clean side of his face, the pupil gets down to just a pinpoint of black. And he, out of his like horrible kind of mangled bloody eye that you see like a rich elven crick green, winks at you with his bloody eye and just fanning the hammer. Boom, 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 boom. Loads this dude's back up with lead.
Yeah, you see his back is like completely torn up, and he completely like combusts and turned to ash.
Ooh, Deadeye, you made me so proud of where I came from.
And Balnor and the girl crash to the ground. Bev, that's your turn.
Okay, I want to run over to the girl.
Okay.
And I want to use Pelor's chains to restrain her.
Okay.
This is a newly flavored Grey Knight thing. It's basically just Divine Wrath, but instead of vines, they are chains now.
Sweet.
So she'll need to make a strength or dexterity saving.
Jesus. Okay. She fails, believe it or not. Ow, what the fuck you doing, you fucking weirdo?
We're going to get to the bottom of this,
I
okay?
thought you were on my side, you fucking weirdo.
Listen,
why is everyone in this town fucking weird?
We're just trying to navigate some very subtle shades of gray, and I need you to sit tight for a second.
Okay, she's wrapped up in chains.
I kind of look back at everyone and say, like, I got her!
Good.
I shrug.
You tackle and change the woman we were trying to save, but I think that is what we needed
but
to
I
do.
think that's what we need to do.
I'm going to call it a win.
You see,
feel
they
like
look up
this
at
is
you.
like a
What do you
case
mean?
of-
What do you mean, shades of gray? We're doing good. We're doing good things. And they stab at Hard One. You're bad. You like vampires.
Why?
We have consistently told you we don't like vampires. What are you, a broken record?
Then why
not
are you working
listen?
with them?
It reflects so badly on this realm that you talk so creepy. Just talk normal. Just talk normal.
They talk at the exact same time. We are normal.
I thought one of them was dead.
No, just the big guy.
Oh, the big guy is who you took down, Deadeye.
Yeah,
okay.
he was shooting the big guy.
Ash Tam.
Gotcha.
Hard One, this one does hit you. 31 damage, Hard One, and then go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. That's probably, I get advantage, but I think a 25 is going to do it anyway.
Yes, 25 does do it.
Murph.
Yes?
Can we say that as a bonus action on my turn, I use my amulet?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Hard One, you only take half of 29, so we'll round down, so 14 from the poison.
Cool. With my, as I take the hit, I tie my hair up into a man bun and I give it right back.
Sweet.
yeah.
Hellish Rebuke.
Yeah, buddy.
They're gonna pass their saving throw.
Cool.
But so they still take 2d10s of damage, half of that.
Yes. 6.
6 damage. Dang.
They down?
No, but
wink
this
at Deadeye.
hurt one is more hurt. You shoot some fire at them. Wow, you really are evil.
Damn right I am.
Takes a second attack. This attack isn't going to be nearly as good. Misses. You block it. Somebody missed for once in this fight. Other one takes its first attack and misses on its first attack.
Huge.
Hits on its second attack.
Love to see that.
24 damage of just piercing damage.
Okay.
And then go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw.
22.
Passes. So you'll just take half of this. So you take 12 poison damage.
Okay.
How you looking?
That really fucked me up.
I'm
having a bad day.
And then you know what? They're going to take bonus actions to hide.
I think that bird wing gave me food poisoning. So, aside from just being really injured, I feel sick.
It was a wing, definitely not a bird wing.
Moonshine, that's your turn.
Okay.
If you're bad, you can be good too. You can learn how to be good.
If you're gonna talk, that's gonna kind of compromise your hide, isn't it?
True. Well, yeah, one of them fully talks. You see, like, one of them has, like, poked their head out a little bit.
All right, I was gonna try and do something on both y'all, but since you're hiding, I guess I'm just gonna attack the one that spoke to me. I'm gonna spores him real quick for 6.
Ow. Stop.
I'm gonna pull him out by his ear, pull him out from hiding by his ear, spores in him via ear canal.
I'll say if I'm going to fucking talk while I'm hiding, I will allow this. That's fully my bad.
And then I'm gonna try and does a 20 hit?
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna smack him for another 18.
Jesus. That is Hard One's turn.
If that one's out there in the open,
out there in the open.
yeah, I'm gonna swing my hammer at it. You gotta be better.
Don't do
at
that.
hiding,
We need
buddy.
to help people. We're trying to help people.
28.
28 hits. Just looking at you with this like weird creepy mask looking up at you. Why?
14 damage.
Why do you hurt me?
It's the mask.
Finish this halfling.
I'm still holding him by the ear, by the way.
Okay.
Great.
Hardman, take off the mask.
It's a little pinata thing. Okay, that's kind of cool.
Okay.
I swing my hammer and just try to nick the mask so it flies off.
Hardwin, you take a big swing with your hammer. You crack into this little halfling's face. You see the mask flies off, and you see a halfling that looks to be a teenager, like green teen age-ish, but
I hate
skin
yelling teenagers.
is all like burned, like looks like burning scars.
Okay.
Your goddess give you these?
And you completely you for a split second like see like some burning scars, but you completely rearrange this halfling girl's face, and then she explodes into ash and is gone.
Explodes into ash as in like leaves mist form or?
No.
Okay, cool.
No, not like a vampire.
That's what
Like
I
she
assumed.
turns into ash and is gone.
Great work killing that grown woman, Hard One.
Yes, she was an old hag, I
Yeah,
think.
honestly, it looked like she lived a good life.
Yeah.
Probably fine to kill
You really
her.
showed it to that crone.
Honestly, I felt more guilty
Oh,
about
that
killing the
crone.
horse.
That is. You still have a second attack.
Ooh.
I'll let you do a perception check if you want to try to find the other
Yeah,
one.
I'll just search
Can
for
we
that.
Can we see if that other one was affected by their sister's death and made a small noise?
They are where.
gasp
She wasn't
okay.
affected.
It was only an 8 on my
An
perception.
8. You can't see shit. It's dark in this little alley. That is Balnor's turn. Balnor's just gonna hold an action because he doesn't see what's going on. He's confused as hell. He looks at you, Bev. Oh, you chained her up, huh? This is so confusing. And it's just over there with Bev and the girl.
Just covering our bases, you know?
That is back around to Deadeye.
I'll make a perception check to try to spot this halfling.
Sweet, go ahead.
That's gonna be a 24.
You see her head peeking out. You see like a gas lamp shines a little bit on the copper mask in the alley.
Is she
That's
sad
my
about her
folk,
sister?
y'all.
There she is, half
spawny
hidden by
eye.
that barrel.
Cool. Am I hidden from her right now?
I would say you're probably not hidden from her.
Okay, I have 2 follow-up questions. Number 1, would you say that killing that ogre, that he was a significant foe?
Yes.
Okay, so I've regained a grit point. And
You are like
You are like a problem player.
unreal.
You are a problem.
You are like doing shit that I've never even heard of.
You can't see.
He's a different kind of shenanigan.
Like,
It's lawful shenanigans.
Yes, it's
This is what happened when you read the books.
And also like you're like, oh my god.
that's my alignment is lawful shenanigans.
Like, I feel like I don't, like, you could be making shit up and I would just
Yeah.
buy it. This grit point, I'm like, I'm just trusting you that
Sure,
it's a thing.
sounds real.
I love it.
Everyone at home, you can't see, but Brendan does have an abacus in front of him.
That's so close to what you actually brought today, which is an old-timey accountant's calculator.
It is a Casio electronic solar-powered calculator, and it helps me with my maths.
I'll make a bonus action stealth to try to get the drop. Just to see how we do here. That's the second nat 1 that this has rolled for me. This die is retired. You go.
You step on Balnor's foot and his gun goes off.
I look over at him.
Does it hit the halfling?
So
halfling said.
knowing that my cover is blown, who had the copper mask or was near it? Was that Bev or
Hardwin just blew one off, yeah.
I'll go. Hoss, lift the mask.
What?
Lift the mask up.
Oh, I lift the mask up.
I'm going to take Luann out. I have to use one of my attacks to reload, so he slaps 6 bullets in the gun and uses his second attack and is going to spend a grit point to do a Deadeye shot, which gives him advantage on the attack, which means that even if the other person's not in combat, he does get sneak attack on it.
Beat.
Jesus.
I believe you.
This is some crit grit, y'all.
Hell yeah.
I love crit grit.
Look at all these
Shrimp
crick
and grits.
He's got so many crick tricks. Moonshine, how come you don't have these crick tricks?
All right, youngin. We don't need to, compare people and make people feel bad.
It's true.
Cool. So this is a Deadeye shot. I have advantage on this attack roll.
Okay.
7 plus 12 is 19.
That hits.
And then that is 16 points of damage.
Sweet. This little lady is very shocked to be shot.
Don't
Could
call
you
her
not call our foes little
Ow.
ladies?
Why?
That's what I call
I'm
my
a little
cat.
lady.
that. Little doll.
Deadeye asked Hardwon to lift the mask up because he takes the trick shot and hits it, shoots the mask in Hardwon's hands to ricochet around the corner she's hiding.
Oh.
Hell yes.
Oh my God! You didn't tell me you were gonna shoot at it. Nice.
Sounds like steel drums. Love it.
That is Bev's turn.
Okay. Bev marvels at this gun kata.
Equilibrium style.
Did that bullet just curve?
The secret of the gun kata.
Yeah, I tell. I asked Balnor to keep an eye on this girl who's chained up.
Okay.
And I'm going to sprint over to, I guess, now where I know the halfling girl is.
Sweet.
And I'm just going to try and, slash at her.
Sweet. Go ahead.
Cool.
The tables have turned. A win for the vampires. How
We
unfortunate.
gotta take these masks, right? So that we could go to some sort of
Yeah.
dusk goddesses.
Yep. This
retreat.
is. See, and we
Infiltrate.
we knew we were gonna go shopping.
Okay, 19.
19 hits.
Cool. Let me know if she starts getting down to, like, dangerous levels, because
Sweet.
I would probably try to, like, do non-lethal.
Okay.
Okay, this is going to be... that's 13 damage on the first hit.
Sweet.
I have no magic left, so I'm just gonna slap her with my sword. Great, 20.
That hits.
That's 13 damage.
Nice. She's starting to look pretty messed up.
Okay, cool.
The Dusk Mother gives me strength.
Uh-huh.
Are you religious? Are you a good boy?
Yes, but I think that we have a very
You don't
different...
seem like a good boy.
We have a very different idea of what a good boy is.
She is going to, you know what? She's going to take a disengage, and then hide again. So she has hidden somewhere in the alley. Moonshine, that is your turn.
Motherfucker, why do I always get them after they hide? I guess I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire to try and find her.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, she lights up. She's like scrambling up, trying to climb up one of the houses.
Cool. Then oh wait, that's an action. So, yep. All right, y'all have at her. And then I spores her.
Oh,
spores
sweet.
her for 6.
Okay. So you run up, get
Grab her
near
ankles, spores her,
spores her.
and I say, I found her.
Why? Why are you doing this? That is Hard One's turn.
My turn to kill her.
Hard one?
Hard one, I got an old, beat-up crone for you.
26.
Hits.
I guess I'll try to do non-lethal for my boy Bev.
Okay.
Gang, these are those R words I was talking about before. All this damage is non-lethal.
Oh.
So wait, you're saying that even if we kill them, they're not actually dead? They're just going to reappear somewhere else?
Oh, that fella lying down in the middle of the road with all the bullets in his back? Me and him have had that tango about a half a dozen times.
Okay.
Oh, so this is just an exercise in futility.
Hard one.
What part of this is a bad town do you guys not get?
I was hoping
okay.
we could get some information from them.
Gotcha.
Hard
So
one.
that's 13 damage to kill the teenager.
Yep. Hey, go mayo nuts, bud.
Very hurt, but still alive.
Cool. I'll take my second attack. Swinging the hammer.
Motherfuckers.
19.
Hits. You guys know revenants, though, that they take like 24 hours to come back. So killing one isn't a...
Yeah, but it's still
futility.
like using up spells and whatnot.
Sure.
15 damage.
Hard one, finish her.
Yes. I facepalm Moonshine out of my way. Just kidding. Thanks, Moonshine. High five, Moonshine, and swing my hammer at this girl's face.
Sweet. You once again knock the mask off, see all these burn scars, and she turns to dust. You see like a little smile. We'll be back.
Oh, that was creepy. You saw that, right?
Yeah, I did see that.
Yep, they've got an aesthetic. I'll give them that.
All right, let's go retreat somewhere where we're not dealing with folks.
So you
because-
see
got
this
this,
girl.
vampire,
This
right?
girl's all chained up, and she's like, "Would you fucking let me go? Whose side are you on?"
Show me your teeth.
She smiles. She's got regular teeth.
I
They can retract them.
inspect your canines.
Go ahead and give
Actually,
me
you know
like
what? I open a little wound on me and I put the blood in front of her.
There you go.
You see she goes, "Oh, yeah, I'm so fucking thirsty for that. That looks fucking so delicious."
I prick myself.
You see that she leans forward and starts trying to suck down Moonshine's blood.
Are you pretending to be a vampire for some
I'm not
reason?
fucking pretending. They're going to turn me.
Oh my Laura, you want to be turned? You're some
The fuck
rebellious
wouldn't I want to be
little
turned?
teen.
They're fucking sexy and cool as hell.
Oh, you're thinking of like Twilight.
I fucking love blood, okay?
You. Oh, this
What?
is so
It's
sad.
fucking delicious.
Prove it.
Fine, I'll drink your blood.
Drink the blood.
Give me your fucking boy
All
blood.
right, here, drink some of my nasty boy blood.
Starts just like gagging it down.
See, you hate
Sandy,
it.
come on. Hey, fella.
She
Sandy,
clearly-
what the hell are you doing out here? You know better.
I'm
than this.
going up.
right.
Fucking mortals fucking drink for free. I'm going up to the Red Fan.
Why them revenants was going to give you a hard time? They found out that you were going to be flirting with them vampires up in the Ruby Fin.
Yeah, they were fucking gonna bring me home, fucking dickheads.
All right, look, we're going to let you out of your ties here. You know that those vampires ain't going to turn you. They're going to kill your ass, right? You won't be walking around like Sammy, vacant-ass glass eyes.
That's not what they. That's not what
Sammy,
fucking. That's not
he
what
saw
Bo
a
said to
possum
me.
in a hat, and he thought it was the funniest thing he'd ever seen in his entire goddamn life.
He laughed
you don't
like
want
a
to. You don't want to
goddamn
live
car
like that.
alarm.
You see, Balnor stifles a laughter. Sorry, I was thinking about it.
It's funny. It's kind of funny the way I said it.
It's
That's
definitely
right.
funny.
Can I see the hat on the possum?
I slapped the whipple on Papa.
It's just fucking funny.
Yeah, but you're not dying laughing.
Right.
Why? Explain the joke to me. What's funny about
He's
it?
just got a little hat on.
What's
I don't know.
surprising about comedy requires a subversion of
I
expectations.
did not
Yeah.
expect to see a wimple on a possum today.
I think Deadeye, they're not around possum like we are all the time. So, like, we've seen a possum in just about every hat you
Yeah.
possibly can.
Yeah, Papa looks like insulted.
Also, Deadeye, humor has kind of changed since you've been, like on Bohemia, and it's kind of like an evolutionary thing. Like mostly humor now is like teens dancing with music behind it.
What's funny about that? Why is that?
No, it's funny. It's like like they're like lip syncing while it's happening. Like no, it's humor is an evolving
It's
art
fucking
form.
cool, and vampires are cool.
Hey everybody, it's Emily here to talk to you about Aura Frames. Mother's Day is coming up and some of us are looking for a way to shower the maternal figures in our life with love. Well, look no further. Aura Frames are the digital picture frames that bring all your photos and videos together in one gorgeous, high-resolution display. They're super easy to set up. They save you from the struggle of printing and framing your favorite photos, but most importantly, they help you stay connected with family that live far away. That's because you can kind of preload a bunch of pictures onto the frame, but you also get to keep adding pictures, and you can invite the rest of your family to add pictures. The gifts you make mean the most, so this year, turn your family's past into the perfect Mother's Day present with a connected frame from Aura. Right now, Aura has a great deal for Mother's Day. Listeners can visit auraframes.com/pawpaw to get up to $30 off on their best-selling frames. That's auraframes.com/PAWPAW. Plus, listeners can get free shipping with code PAWPAW at checkout. This deal ends on Mother's Day, May 14th, so don't wait. Terms and conditions apply. Goodbye, sweeties.
Hey there, Nadpoles. This episode is brought to you by Rocket Money. Do you know how much your subscriptions really cost, folks? Well, most Americans think they spend around $80 a month on subscriptions, but the actual total is closer to around $200. Holy hell. If you don't know exactly how much you're spending every month, then you need Rocket Money. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps you lower your bills all in one place. Over 80% of people have subscriptions that they forgot about, and chances are you're one of them. Like that Stars app just to watch that one show, or that free gaming trial you never actually used. Well, Rocket Money will quickly and easily find your subscriptions for you, and for any you don't want to pay for anymore, just hit cancel and Rocket Money will cancel it for you. It's that easy. Rocket Money also helps you manage all your finances in one place and automatically categorizes your expenses so you can easily track your budget in real time and also get alerted if anything looks a little funky. Over 3 million people have used Rocket Money, saving the average person up to $720 a year. Wow. So stop throwing your money away, cancel unwanted subscriptions, and manage your expenses the easy way by going to rocketmoney.com/pawpaw. That is rocketmoney.com/pawpaw. One more time for you, rocketmoney.com/pawpaw. Thank you.
Yeah, vampires. Okay, what are we gonna do with this?
Look, that's what it used to be like. They used to suck all your blood and turn you into a stupid shell, but there's fucking cool vampires now. You just hang out at the bar, you give them a little bit of your blood, and they let you fucking drink for free. It's fucking sick. It rules.
There's an open keg of ale in there. You drink for free all
I
you
don't want
want.
any of that stinky ass ale. Sucks
She
ass,
clearly
dude.
wants to. She wants to hang out with vampires. That's part of the thing. Tie her back
I
up
love
again.
blood.
Tie her back
I
up
love
again.
blood.
She's
Deadeye,
up. She's tied.
what's up here? What's going on? What do we do with this youngin'?
I'm gonna give you 3 guesses what I'm gonna say.
First guess. We gotta let her go, make her own choices.
Nope, that ain't it.
Okay. Second choice. Second guess rather. We gotta use her as bait in the vampire bar.
Like that one.
Oh,
that ain't
No.
it.
Okay. No.
Third one. We gotta bring her back to her parents.
No, and that's gonna be 0 for 3.
Oh. What happens if I get all my guesses wrong?
Well, then I just tell you.
Okay, wonderful.
So what I was going to say, and I wasn't even going to propose a plan at all, but I was just what I was planning to say in response to your query was, this town is bad.
This town sucks. Vampires are awesome. They're the only ones
Okay,
who have
I knock
fun.
her out. I knock her out and throw her over my shoulder.
You punched just this teenage girl. You
I just throw
adventurer.
her over my shoulder.
Yeah, you knock her the fuck out right away. I'm not even
Yep,
gonna make you roll for
throwing
it.
her over my shoulder.
Awesome. I also killed 2 teenagers today.
I didn't kill her. I just knocked her
Well,
out.
first of all, that's the first thing I'll talk about is ain't nobody here killed no teenager, and I didn't kill that ogre. All 3. Let's get back to my house, and I'll
Okay.
explain y'all
Yeah.
what's going on.
Yeah, that's probably what we should
So
have done.
are we bringing this concussed teen with us?
Moonshine. If you want,
You think just let her go, let her become a vampire?
I understand that it's bad for her to go to the Ruby Fen. It's also
Yeah.
bad to leave her in the middle of the street. It's also bad to bring her to her home.
Everything's bad.
Everything's
bad.
All right, then I guess I'm just gonna keep
Yeah.
carrying her over and knocking her out. Let's do
Well,
that
how
for a
about this?
while.
Why don't you drop her off with Sammy in the Fat Monk? Because
I don't trust Sammy
Scare-
with a.
well, let me put it this way: I'm an adult man who lives by myself in an evil town, and I don't want a concussed teenage girl being brought into my house.
Sure. Maybe if she hangs out with Sammy, she'll be scared straight and not wanting to get sucked by a vampire.
I honestly think that's the best option.
All right, and you trust Sammy?
I don't think.
He doesn't have.
I don't
Trust
think
his sense
he.
in comedy.
Oh, what about the other 2 little the peasants in that bar? They were
yeah.
concerned about
Okay,
you.
I'm gonna go look for the woman in the hat.
Lady Wimple.
Go ahead and roll me a pure luck check, Moonshine, to see if they stayed in the bar. I'm going to say anything higher. I'm going to say 10 or higher, they're still there.
3.
3. You rush into
So they're
the
not
bar.
at the bar, but they were outside the bar. Where
Lady
we were.
Wimple! Lady Wimple!
You see it is just the 2 shells in there right now.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep carrying her over my shoulder
Okay. And what are you going to do with
until
it?
I find a safe place for her.
Deadeye looks over and goes, I need to be real clear.
Okay.
I understand that you and I both know that you're a good person. You struck that young girl across the back of the head, and now she's unconscious on your shoulder. This is, by any legal standard, kidnapping.
You're right. You know what? We let the youngins make their own mistakes and learn from that. I'm being some sort of like controlling adult. This ain't right. I guess I'm okay. I deposit her in Sammy's care. I give him another piece of fur from Pawpaw, and I say, "Here, this is for making sure this young lady gets into safe hands."
Deadeye, is there rooms here at this tavern?
He's got a house.
I mean, if we wanted to like put her somewhere safe so she could like lay down and maybe chill out.
There are rooms there, yeah.
Oh
Let's put her
yeah.
upstairs in a bed or something.
I pluck another hair from Pawpaw, and I say, "Here's 2 hairs."
She should be able to stay here for a year.
Looks at you dead seriously. She can have the apartment.
Okay, yeah. So this will be her rent.
I'll sleep in the kitchen.
Fair enough.
Good. Okay,
You're
great.
a good man, Sam.
Thank
Great.
you.
Just make sure she gets like a coffee when she wakes up, and
Right on.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
New landlord. Tries to shake hands with the unconscious woman.
All right. That seems...
This
Hey,
is
I think we're
as
good.
good as we could.
We put Sammy in her care.
you guys start to walk up the stairs to like the apartment above the bar here. Foot goes through some like rotted old floorboards. You think
Lord,
Sammy
this
maybe
place
has
is
just been
terrible.
sleeping in the kitchen and forgot. And nobody's been up here for a long time. But
Sure.
yeah, there's a really old apartment up here.
It's not tastefully
okay.
decorated at all.
Full of fucking cobwebs and all
I'll
this
write.
stuff.
I want to pen a real quick note. Whoops, nope, I can't. I tell Pawpaw to pen a real quick note and just say, Pawpaw, I'm just gonna do a little dictation. Hello, Sandy. I'm very sorry that I knocked you out. However, I just believe that you have more in your future than being a vampire. I understand they seem sexy now, but, it's a dangerous path, and I wish you would think it through.
I'm going to roll a D100 to see what percentage of that Pawpaw was able to
I know.
do. Pawpaw got a full 37% of that.
It's not bad.
Okay.
That's
I
honestly
don't
not
know.
bad.
I assume he got
It's
100%.
confusing
Wait, I
as
have a
hell.
kindergarten reading level now. Okay.
I slipped the version that I wrote at the
Great,
same time under
yeah.
the pillow.
And Moonshine, it looks like Pawpaw just did a really good job and has amazing penmanship.
Pawpaw, you are just an asset to this team.
I whispered to Deadeye, he's a brilliant legal mind.
My God, that possum, I mean, he has the bearing of a scholar.
I know.
This is weighing on Bev a bit.
You should read his prose.
Well, I don't think the crick would be much of anything if we hadn't had the brilliance and wit of the possums the whole time.
Oh, they truly are what make us who we are.
Noble
Absolutely.
creatures. Noble creatures.
Noble. All right. Shall we go back to your place?
Yeah, let's get on the old Dusty. I'll bring you back to my dwelling place.
Okay.
So Deadeye takes you to his house. It's this 2-level colonial-style house with pillars and tall doors and windows. Still in this little downtown peasant area. There are gas lamps on the front porch and a balcony on the second level. However, this place has seen better days. The windows are boarded up. The paint has completely chipped away. It leans slightly to one side. It looks like the foundation has given out a little bit.
This place is beautiful.
I think it's great.
Well, dang, that's awful kind of you. Mikasa Sukasa. Can I get all y'all anything to drink? Or
Whatever you got lying around.
Well, I have dozens and dozens and dozens of bottles of whiskey. All of them have been through my esophagus and the top of what used to be my stomach a couple times. But
Ooh, okay. So you would say that they're kind of like Deadeye aged.
that's right. They're very smoky.
Ooh.
So I'll pour y'all a couple fingers and you have yourselves a little drink. How's that?
Yeah.
Yeah, when you guys
Drink a whiskey that was inside you.
you guys get inside Deadeye's house, and it's a little bit like Bastion's cave, where it's somebody that's essentially collecting garbage to decorate their house. You know what I mean? Where it's
I
like
respect that aesthetic.
yeah, it's like
As a
mismatched
thrift shopper.
fabrics and like different like clearly I think Deadeye just goes around to houses of shells and just like I'm gonna borrow this and just like we'll grab a couch and just bring it to his house. So it's all this different stuff, and then yeah, you are probably given alcohol every once in a while, or like the situation with Sammy, and you just bring it home. And you just get to keep it because it just keeps going through you.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of clues also in this house of a certain degree of like madness. Like there's a board that's like riddled with holes from just throwing a knife for like a week straight of like knife.
I choose to see it all as genius, though. That's how I interpret it. And I'm just
Wow.
like, damn, my genes are so vibrant.
Deadeye, I love this wall of just mysterious runes.
Yeah, well, you know, I there was a year or a little while back, might have been a year, might have been a decade. I can't really remember. But you know, I thought maybe it's maybe my attachment to my own identity is what's keeping me from being able to travel through the mist. Sure. So I stripped down and I beat myself into unconsciousness, or as close as I could get, to try to forget who I was, and just ran screaming through the mist. And when I came back here, whoever I had become left these markings on the wall, and
Wow.
Well, I think they're neat.
Right on.
I top his whiskey off a little bit.
I say you gotta come renovate my stump, because I would love some wallpaper like these crazy runes.
Yeah.
This stuff is very strong, by the way.
Deadeye, you mentioned you knew this woman.
Lydia. Yeah, I met her at a party on board this airship. We were in Smuggler's Bounty, I think. Oh my
He knows her from the material plane.
Oh yeah, I blew a rail off this werebear's ass. We were doing some arcane. It was wild. I mean, arcane was a lot more prevalent back then in those days. There was
I was born at the wrong time. Well, shit, you must have been on the SS Stormborn
SS Stormborn.
with my Uncle Gunther.
Gunther, that's the dude. Yeah, he fucking lost a bet. We shaved a line in his ass and we blew rails of arcane off it.
God damn, they couldn't party when we were hanging out with them.
Oh man, well you
Hey,
know,
maybe they can. We gotta go find out.
well I think that, you know, we're in a darker time now than maybe we were back in the day. Back in the day, I tell you, it was wild, man. Riding around, airships going out, shootouts in the desert. I remember up there in the middle of a blizzard and frost wind, taking out the big old ice drake.
So are you?
Just laughs a little too
Okay.
hard.
Is he?
Oh, he's trying to cry, but nothing's coming out. Oh no.
No.
Oh boy.
Would you say that? I mean, your memories, they just sound so fun and carefree. Would you say that the tipping point and turning it in a more somber direction was the deeds of Alanis, Theala, and Ulfgar?
I actually am unfamiliar. I know Alanis. I'm actually unfamiliar with the other two names you just said.
My, oh my.
Who's friends of yours?
They were a team of adventurers that went after Ilsed.
Yeah, one friend of ours and one enemy of ours.
Yeah, one acquaintance of ours, I would
One
say.
acquaintance,
Well,
yeah.
Ulfgar's my buddy.
Yeah.
We're close.
Well, when I knew Alanis, she weren't no adventurer. I mean, she was an adventurer, but she wasn't running around with a party or anything like that.
Is this back in her Esri days?
Yeah, back when she was working with Duddle.
Gotcha, okay. Did you work with him?
Not specifically. I don't have much in the way to offer someone who's a man of science, but I swung by there. We were on our way through Esri. We had a bounty. I think we collected some scumbags that were out near that Watchman's Tower or something. We were bringing them in to collect the price on their heads from some people in the bubble, some merchants or something like that.
Small checks?
But I did know Lydia and I did know Elias. I mean, I doubt that they would remember me too well. I met them casually through partying, and, you know, there were a couple of times I think I was working as security on another airship sometime. We got tangled up together, but
They knew how to party, huh?
hell yeah. I knew how to party,
Hard
friend.
one. Come on. Would you have expected anything less?
Oh, no, it's just good to hear is all.
Yeah.
It's just good to hear.
You all right there, friend? Hey,
Oh, yeah.
See,
Bottoms up.
Just a little too drunk and hearing about his parents partying. Everybody, as you're having this talk and sitting around Deadeye's little makeshift living room, everyone go ahead and give me perception checks.
Oh, no.
Ooh. 19.
26.
15.
14.
Deadeye, Moonshine, and Beverly see a raven flutter in and kind of perch on where like the wood is not totally covering the window.
Is it
And you
Cole?
see it perched there.
Yeah, is it Cole that I met? Langston's?
Go ahead and do a nature check. It would be very difficult for you to tell one raven from another.
I am a druid. I'm familiar with animal folk.
I also feel like Langston would like put like a little bandana or like an anklet on their bird.
10.
10? You can't tell. It just looks like some kind of raven or something.
Hey, how do you feel about that raven being in here? Is this a friend that visits you sometime, or is this an enemy?
It's probably one of those vampires' cool-ass birds.
God damn, their birds are cool.
It's a pretty cool bird.
I also have a bird.
I'll get right down to it because I mean I could swap stories about your folks till the cows come home, and I hope we have time to do that. I would love to do that in a realm that didn't constantly leech the life out of me. Getting out of Grimhawk is going to be a hard thing to do. Now, as I was saying before, now that we have a little bit more privacy, is there open air between me and where the raven is right now?
Yeah, you are in this like living room. This raven just like perched up.
We've also got rapport spores, so we can take
Yeah.
this conversation to the rapport spores.
But also, is this raven spying on us?
So you would know this raven as it's like Langston is just like one of these lackey guys, like some kind of messenger bird or something.
Gotcha. Deadeye will go over to the window to see if it has like a message for us, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Deadeye, you walk over to the window and you see that there is indeed a little rolled up piece of paper in its talon.
Take it out and read it.
Let me pass you a note.
Cool.
Ooh.
Deadeye will move the conversation to the rapport spores, though.
Okay.
Smart.
And he'll say, look, there's a couple forces at work in this town.
Yeah.
The vampires you've already run afoul of. Now, they're, don't get me wrong, pieces of absolute dog shit. Other people that are engaged in this kind of turf war with them are these revenants, and they call themselves the Knights of Penance. Reason I was a little cagey about that woman in the wimple is church folk in these parts ain't to be trusted. Now, what I would say is this. There's not too much in the way of a side to put yourself on here. You can side with the vampires, you can side with the revenants, you can side with the townsfolk, but as you've seen, the townsfolk that ain't goddamn shells already are so scared they might as well be, and the only ones brave enough to go out at night are going off to try and fuck skeeters. The vampires, on the other hand, look, you fine folks are welcome to take whatever pick you want. I will say this, after a long life of adventuring, between a scumbag who's being motivated by base instinct and a scumbag being motivated by a cause they will do everything to ensure, I'll take the vice-ridden scumbag working on their instincts. Vampires are a lot easier to manipulate. There's one thing they want, and it's flowing through your veins. These revenants, all I know is that they will stop at nothing. They believe that their cause is righteous, and I don't know what your experiences in Bohemia have been, but when people start talking about being on the side of justice, I get a little cagey.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Bad.
will be going on with the Chosen. We got some bad quote unquote righteous warriors up there right now.
It's the bad
Yes,
guys
sir.
that think they're the good guys.
Yeah. That's the worst guys.
So I got a little note from a friend here. There is I'm sure you've heard.
Oh, you do have a friend then.
I say friend because piece of absolute garbage who I hate with every fiber of my dead body
Okay.
doesn't have the same damn ring to it. So there is a bar uptown. You might have heard when we were talking to Sandy called the Red Fan. This is a
Yeah.
place where sort of Playboy and Playgirl vampires want to go, strut their stuff and say, "Oh, I'm so sexual, I'm so sensual," and it's like your body is ice cold. What's even going on with your genitals?
Sounds stupid.
Yeah, does kind of bring up some questions I'd be curious
How
the
you,
answers.
how you doing there, Hoss? You all right?
It's been a while since I've.
Yeah.
Listen, here's the thing.
I would fuck a vampire if that's what we're dancing
No,
around.
come on, guys. We gotta raise the bar.
Okay, but I'm saying for the diplomatic mission, I would just.
I understand. Look, man.
I'd
they're
also
all-
volunteer.
And they're all just like dancing around on poles, like not wearing a lot of clothes and whatnot.
They're in big red velvet plushy kind of things, and
Okay.
they're squirming and they're hissing and they're
We should go now.
It sounds
I
theatrical.
agree. I agree.
I'm telling you.
10 steps ahead of you, Hardwon.
a hard one. Look, I mean,
Rifling through your closet looking for a jacket.
look, hard one. Sexuality is about expressing a kinship. The most powerful lovemaking comes from a place of empathy and connection. Something that's inherently predatory, it can't possibly satisfy you on that physical level.
I do agree. I absolutely agree with that, Deadeye. However, I do think there's sort of like a cheap, trashy knockoff lovemaking that's kind of fun too.
Yeah, and you did a rail off of my bear friend's ass in Smuggler's Bounty. You had your party life.
Oh, sure. I mean, listen, there were a couple years there where I was fucking just to feel, and I understand that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, now that I've been here and I can't really feel anything anymore, I'll tell you what I miss the most. Sweet breeze off the creek and somebody who understands what you've been through.
Can I borrow this pinstripe vest?
And that's where we'll end our session. A perfect ending.
Blackout. Beautiful.
The boobs about to go.
Murchan's also already wearing
About
it.
to go die by fucking. As
What a way to go.
Oh, I'm excited. This is like Eyes Wide Shut or something, like going into like a creepy sex party, but like we're not necessarily against them.
Gosh, we're gonna be wearing so much velvet.
Thanks, guys, for listening. You can hear more of us chatting, talking over on the short rest.
Yep.
Going
Yay.
over to patreon.com/NADPOD. That's NADDPOD. Don't sing yet. We got some stuff to plug. You know what, Brennan? Why don't you kick us off?
Yeah.
Oh boy, you guys can head on over to check out Dimension 20. That's the actual play D&D show, a video show that I do with Emily and Murph, and we have some
It's so
side
fun.
quests with some guest casts, and Siobhan, who's Apple Scrumper, is on it
Apple
as
Scrumper.
well. And that's over on dropout.tv. There's also some free episodes kicking around on YouTube. Look up Dimension 20 Fantasy High. And we got a new season with Emily and Murph that we all know about coming out this summer that we can't talk about yet. And you can also check out the webcomic strongfemaleprotagonist.com and then see videos and sketches and stuff that I do at College Humor.
Yeah.
Sweet. Then you can check out me and Emily's sketch show. It's called Hot Date. It's on Netflix. You can also get our book, Hey You Up, How to Turn Your Booty Call into Your Emergency Contact, available on Amazon and on Audible. Caldwell, what do you got?
Ooh, the second season of Cartoon Hell is out now. We have a lot of fun guest stars on there. I think one that we did with Lisa Hannawalt just dropped recently, and
Wow.
it is very funny. She plays a character called the Vacation Lizard, and that's really all you need to know. Sign up dropout.tv/NADPOD.
Nice.
Oh, hey, everyone, before we go, I went to the P.O. Box, 1920 Hillhurst Avenue, number 222, Los Feliz, California, 90027. And there were so many gifts there. A bounty awaited us.
Thank you.
I'm just going to give a quick shout out to everyone that sent us stuff because it was a truly just an embarrassment of riches there.
It was Christmas. It was Christmas
It really
in
was.
May is what it was.
Ariana M. Sent us a bunch of mushroom dolls that they made themselves.
You better
So
believe
cool.
they are on a shelf. They're on the top shelf in
Yeah.
the studio right
Top
now.
shelf studio material.
They're all like based on our characters, but like as mushrooms, as little like Schubert dolls. It's so cute.
They're beautiful.
Robert L. sent some custom T-shirts from a line in episode 56 that I believe Hard One says. So now we have two T-shirts that say, "Who needs a girlfriend? I smell bacon."
Yummy.
So like, I feel like, if any of us has another bachelor party, we can just like pop those on.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Would go well with our chicken shorts.
Alan Morris sent us an amazing print that they did. It's if you go to their Instagram or alanmorrisart.com, you can see it. It's just like a beautiful oil painting of the band of boobs.
It's so fucking cool.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Mitch sent us some wooden crests that they carved, which are super amazing. They've got our sigils on them.
And my face.
And your
I
face.
also, as we were admiring them, I went over to Caldwell and I was like, how does this feel? Because, like, they're kind of based off of, like, art that you did, Caldwell. And I was like, that shit's cool.
It
and
feels-
you were very, very excited about it.
It's transcendental and intimidating. Thanks for asking. Trele, the Crayfay, sent us notes and drawings from her daughter Charlie, and they were very sweet and cute.
So sweet.
Thank you, Trele, and thank you, Charlie.
Yes,
Thank
we
you,
have an
Charlie.
8-year-old pen pal.
Clarissa M sent us a monkey painting.
Oh my goodness. It is so stunning. It's like a monkey and a cat with a frog in the foreground.
And they didn't really send us that, right? It feels
No,
like
that
that
was-
went directly to one person. Right?
It's for me, and I'm already looking at really awesome frames for it.
Technically, it's for Emily/Moonshine, but I think we can all enjoy its nefarious energy.
I mean, it's gonna get hung in our living room next
Yeah.
to my other medieval monkey painting.
Good.
So you'll be admiring it.
Right. And
yeah.
if I am ever at your house after midnight, the monkey will come out of the painting and try and strangle me. Just good to know.
No, it will come to life, but the monkey will just play with the kitten.
Exactly. Your actual cats. Avery G sent us a very nice note on some cool mushroom stationery.
Yes, which the stationery is so beautiful. I'm going to get that framed as well. My
heard
walls
that
are
first.
looking fine.
Yep. So many haunted paintings and framed mushrooms
Yeah.
on Emily's wall. Whitney sent us a psychedelic moose card and a cat magnet that says "There is no truth." It's a beautiful
It is.
magnet
Awesome.
going right
Words
on
to
your
live
fridge.
by.
Hell yeah.
There is no truth. This cat knows. Nicholas H. invited us to their college graduation.
Where is it?
It's in
Wilmington.
UNC. UNC
Oh.
Wilmington.
Yeah,
Oh.
UNC Wilmington.
Nice.
Congratulations, Nicholas.
Congratulations.
You're ready to enter the world. Do you need a job? Because we're not hiring, but I'm sure someone is. Alex,
You can put me as a reference. Put me as a reference.
yeah, put nadpod at Gmail. Alex from Germany. Oh, Alex sent a moonshine doll that they
It
made.
is
It's
stunning.
incredible.
It's the perfect level of like beautiful and creepy. Because the moonshine doll is a little big for our table, and I have to like put it on my cards. But I brought in the pawpaw.
The Papa figurine is looking up at you at all times, which I think is
Yeah.
great.
And
Yeah.
I mean, Emily was just petting it throughout.
I pet it. I give it chinny scratches. I scritch that chin.
I think I heard it say thank you at one point. Brian H. sent us a nice note and some stickers. There's a bunch of cool stickers that are up for grabs in there. I'm claiming the Gundam one, by the way.
Claimed the Gundam one.
So just like hands off my Gundam. Carrie F. sent us a nice note and a little business card that said "Don't panic." It's a Douglas Adams reference, which I thought was very cute.
Yeah.
So thank you for that.
Hitchhikers. Love it.
Rafi B. sent us another nice note and some drawings of the characters that they did.
Hell yeah.
So
They're really
cool.
cute. Thank you
Dope.
so much, Rafi. I hope I'm saying that name correctly. Emily and Brock sent us a save the date to their wedding. Sorry, it conflicts with Nicholas H's college graduation. So
we gotta split up. We're gonna have to
We're
split
gonna
up.
roll real quick. 1 through 10, we go to the college graduation. 11 through 20, we go to the wedding. Shout out to the two crew. Literally, shout out to the two crew. You know what? Balnor will be there for sure.
Get your tuna sandies on deck.
Hell yeah. Tim C sent us some amazing dice boxes. You can check out Staff and Branch on Instagram. That is Tim's company, I believe.
Ooh, I got
I
got a purple heart walnut one.
And I've got the red maple. Maybe I used it in this episode that we just recorded,
Yeah.
and it was great.
Stunning.
This is my new dice box.
I picked one with like a cool gray stripe through it because I'm in a gray night now and I'm very mysterious and ethereal.
Ooh.
And finally, Chris H sent us a Pittsburgh pitch doc that they
So
put together. We actually talk about it.
We read through it on the short rest.
Yeah.
It was very convincing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna go to Pittsburgh.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
on the list.
it worked. So congratulations, Chris H. And thank you all so much for sending us stuff. 1920 Hillhurst Avenue, number 222, Los Feliz, California, 90027 is our P.O. Box. Thanks so much. That's going to do it for us.
Jake, what do you got?
You know what? I'm gonna plug my mother's business this week.
Oh, I love that.
JakesMomsCookies.com. She sells cookies online. She'll bake them and mail them to you.
Jake's mom, not a revenant.
Right. My real mom.
I'm going to plug my mom's pottery.
Oh, yeah.
Which we're
Joanne
drinking from.
Axford Ceramics.
Does she have .com?
I don't know.
She better have one by the
I
time
don't think
this
she
website-
does. But
by
if
the
you
time this
Google
episode comes
Joanne Axford, ceramics, you'll see a lot of her botanical improvisations.
You can check out my mom's graphic novel Starstruck at Starstruck. If you Google Elaine Lee plus Starstruck, you can check out my mom. She's a graphic novel writer, and you can check that out as well.
This is so sweet. We talk about dads all the time on
Yeah,
the
not
podcast.
enough moms.
Not
My
enough
parents
moms.
have regular jobs. I have nothing to plug for them.
I'll plug my dad's regular job. He's a tax lawyer in New Haven. If you need any help.
This has gone.
My stepfather is a Great Highland bagpiper. He's available for weddings and funerals and other events in the upstate New York area and
Can you
and
come
beyond.
and play our show?
Let's do.
Yeah, absolutely. Look up Richmond Johnston online.
We're going to do a NADPOD Highland Games, and we're going to get your stuff on.
Hell
Caper
yeah.
toss.
Caper toss.
Sweet. Thank you guys so much for listening. You can follow us on Twitter at THMurphysMe, at Caldwell, at AXford's Emily, at Jake Hurwitz is Jake. Brennan, what's your Twitter?
At Brennan LM, BRENNAN LM.
Nice. And tweet about the show using hashtag NADPOD. That's NADDPOD.
We are
The youth of a nation. We are.
the youth of a nation.
It's the end of the show, everybody, and that means we need to shout out our benevolent Council of Elders.
Y'all are so good to us.
Thank you.
We got everybody this week. Starting with Brad D., the only pebble pot that isn't Craven. On the upside, always gets the last slice of pizza just by claiming it's haunted.
J. Lomas72, aka Steelbreaker, Hardwon's Gymspiration, taught Hardwon the ancient sorcerer's magic of macros.
Dylan B., a sword-wielding wizard surrounded by a floating army of blades at all times. Really helpful with an unwieldy topiary, but tragic in a butterfly garden.
Danny P., Bohemia's resident artist, painted Hardwine's senior portrait at the Dwarfenage, has since gone on to do a series of screen tests, Andy Warhol style, but didn't ask Hardwine to participate.
Oof. Tom P., Father of the Realm and Serenader of Sleeping Babies. Tom P. could have put Hardwon into such a deep sleep it took him to Shadowfell, but alas, it would have conflicted with the Sleep Master's code. Tom P. Babies, love ya. Bohemia loves ya, and you'll always have a place at Melora, Pelor, and Moradin's bedside.
We love you, Tom P.
We love you, Tommy.
Pelor bless you.
Spencer Cask Brew, patron elder of libations, ale maker to gods and heroes of Bohemia alike, makes a mean prison wine inspired by all the journalists and intellectuals Theala has imprisoned.
Griffin S.D., a.k.a. The Stranger, the Silver Dragonborn Eldritch Knight and ex-owner of the Badger's Pint Inn, recently polymorphed into a badger, specifically one that looks eerily like the badger on their previous inn sign.
Ominous. Beardman Dan, the longest beard in all of Bohemia. There aren't enough wish stones in the world to find a timeline where Dan doesn't have a luscious beard.
Scott D., an orc dork. Yes, Scott lives in a world of war and magic, but prefers the subtle sorcery of accounting.
Hermes W., the Bat King. Hermes' palace is a massive marble gilded attic.
Spartus, straight up Balnor's dad, made Balnor's first tuna sandwich because hell yeah, he wasn't afraid to be a dad and do the cooking.
Awesome.
Love to hear it. Adam R., the R-rated assassin turned NC-17 assassin, although their sister just had a kid, so now Adam R. is thinking about doing a couple PG killings for the kiddos.
Danielle, the dastardly dame. Danielle is so dastardly that she doesn't even use an umbrella when it rains blood in Shadowfell.
Dastardly. Hugh C., a.k.a. Haldor Frostback, MVP of the Giant Wars, crewed on the SS Stormborn, and fought alongside Elias and Red. Also did mushrooms with Jolene the Green.
Nice. Danielle Yu, aka Multifor, the many-faced magician, spends a fortune on sheep masks, but it's worth it for the grams.
Jordan DJ, legendary DJ of the realm, used to feel pressure every year to come up with the song of the summer till they found out about the Feywild, and baby, it's eternal summer.
Jeffrey S., Lord of the Fjord, Born of the Sword, and notoriously never bored. Ballet recital, DMV, Catholic wedding ceremony with a full mass in it. This dude can make anything a good time.
Just a good pal to have. Cutter W., a high elf dandy turned crick architect, just got into the tiny home trend and has been making some adorable homes out of innocent saplings.
John S., aka Schubert the Mushroom. Little does anyone know Schubert has a dark side. Their roots reach all the way down to Shadowfell, and their mom just got remarried, so they're feeling pretty emo.
Ryan M., Hard One's Ram, who did die, but totally not in vain. The knoll that killed them was kind of a foodie, so they whipped Ryan up with some noodles for a delicious ramen.
Nice pun, but it's bullshit.
Elena C., a friendly knoll who barely has any bloodlust at all, currently planning a trip to a lively island with their best friend to get their bloodlust groove back.
Michael McD., head mixologist at the Blue Mana Inn, working on a Deadeye-themed cocktail called the Dead Rye, which is rye whiskey garnished with a grenadine-marinated pearl onion to look like a bloodshot eye.
Andrew M. opened up the first hot topic in Shadowfell and is totally gonna clean up.
Victor T., Balnor's boy, whose loving dad was ripped from his family and transported to another world, always calls his dad to remind him to use his action surge, but unfortunately, Balnor doesn't have service.
Could have used you.
Justin I., one of the Watchmen's sentient eyes who managed to escape the battle against the boobs as revenge, is planning on spoiling Game of Thrones for everyone.
Asshole. Jacob C. is the personal trainer who got Ulfgar jacked on a strict diet of bugbear, meat, and ale.
Elena M., Theala's religion teacher in high school, who is just gonna kinda quietly retire.
Sounds like a plan. Mick Pucks, the amazing codemaster who programmed our website. Also the inspiration for the movie Hackers. Emily is a huge fan.
Really?
I read that before.
Earl and Kathleen L., two married dwargers who just celebrated their anniversary by splitting a giant rat. Congrats.
Jibe G., the coolest kid at the Dwarfenage. Still super sad on the inside, though. Boy, can I relate.
The Jostrich, the jock ostrich, secretly a bugbear in disguise and just dominating the other ostriches at sports.
Damiel R., Ram Daniel's evil twin, threw Ryan off a cliff and into some hyenas, Appa Lion King style.
That.
Nicholas R., a.k.a. St. Crickolas, has unfortunately missed the last 3 Crickmases in a row after huffing way too much crick water. Come on, Nicholas, you have a job.
That's way more fun, though. Jennifer V. has a V that is even more vicious than Cobb's. Cobb is taken to only consuming boiled carrots and water to catch up.
Destin C., a waiter on Pelor's cruise ship in heaven, was a good enough person to make it to heaven, but still needs to work off a few sins.
Gotta get there somehow. Devin B., the bodega lord. Devin's hands, legs, feet, and head are all made of bologna, but their heart, pure Black Forest ham.
Michael L., the only person who can get the band of boobs out of Shadowfell, but unfortunately is off fucking a vampire.
Jealous.
Whoa.
Sam H., Alanis' dealer, has indirectly killed more than a few people with their potent arcane, but prefers not to think about it.
Sergio Salazar Solomon Zacharias de Sequani, 7th of his name, a sexy Peruvian snake folk with sweet snake patterns on his skin. Sergio is always being asked the meaning behind their sweet snake patterns, but the truth is, Sergio just thinks they look rad.
You're not alone. Trele, the Crayfay, who eats whey. Protein, that is. Trele is an insanely buff Eladrin who once beat up Queen Ezra so bad, she left the Sealy court.
Aaron G., master of the banishment spell. Aaron once banished the cheese off of Hard One sliders as a joke, and it escalated into a fist fight.
Jory S., a jacked wizard, broke up Hard One and Aaron G's fight by getting in between them and saying, "Don't make me cast a spell, bro. Don't make me cast a spell."
Alucard, a reverse Dracula, hates the taste of blood but loves the beach.
Baby Doc, the only doctor to ever perform their own C-section. The most controversial part of it is that they don't have their medical license yet.
Adam H. hung out with Alanis once, but didn't smoke with her because they were doing a 30-day cleanse. Now Alanis is in hiding, and Adam is really kicking themselves.
Damn. Colin G., a high elf dandy who is going to do their damnedest to do a makeover montage with Moonshine whenever she gets to Gladeholm.
Okay. Ryan, Hardwan's Ram, enjoying a glow up ever since Hardwan set
nice.
them free. I wonder who wrote this. Set them free into the world. They've been eating clean and looking shredded.
That's really good to hear.
Truly the opposite of dead.
Great.
Love to see your friends do well.
Thriving. Wow.
Big Buck. Pregnant elk Moonshine's elkin baby. When Moonshine isn't an elk, her baby survives on all of the milk that's leaked from her udders all across Bohemia.
Wow.
Richard F., a giant merman who was swallowed by a turtle dragon, then reincarnated as a turtle dragon when they were given birth to by the turtle dragon who ate them.
Easy to understand. John W.G. introduced the Crick to opera. The stump-shaped theaters are amazing for acoustics, and it's honestly the best place in the world to hear this glorious art form.
Troy McSee, the first ever anger ranger who kills with a look instead of an arrow.
Love that rhyme. Cannibalistic Cthulhu recently discovered Frank's Red Hot, and the human meat they've been eating has never been zestier.
Sam L., a half-orc gnome who is ugly and adorable all at once. You really don't know whether to hug them or step on them.
Dom R., a LaCroix Genasi. Kind of like a water Genasi, only they are bubbly and addictive.
Josh S., the revived cyborg version of Josh the Kobold. Unlike regular Josh, cyborg Josh is programmed to not turn on their own kind in a brazen act of cowardice.
Blitzkrieg Dimitri, owner of Dwarger's Big Burger, now with free refills, but you have to pay for ice. Fuck!
Caleb Storm, cupbearer in Cord's Great Hall, also in charge of the playlist. Cord has a really huge solo cup that bumps.
Nicholas C. has starred in every single movie ever made in Bohemia, recently made their directorial debut, and was absolutely raked in the Galateron press.
No pun, just panning them. Matt L., a dwarven bodybuilder who is so stout they have to wear 2 jackets sewn together to cover their broad-ass shoulders.
Mike H., a brave knight who smells of sulfur but is not an evil mist monster. They just have severe gas.
Kevin S., a Kanku in an open relationship with Hardwan's bird, Caw-Caw. Tell him I said hey.
Oh, I wonder who wrote that one.
Wow, Gaga, I didn't realize you were doing so well.
Thriving.
Matthew E., proud owner of the biggest Crick water distillery in Bohemia. They try to recreate the magic from the Crick, but it's just nowhere near as alcoholic.
Samuel B., a Goliath who looks uncannily like the Incredible Hulk. They're so green, it's cease and desist worthy.
Dilfer G., author of the hit children's book Ulfgar Goes Punch, and the newest YA romance novel Moonshine and Triss.
Woo!
The shit is graphic.
Hell yeah.
Guardian of the Light, Zach H., Bohemia's only Keyblade wielder, just bought a really cool Keyblade holding keychain, a very tasteful carabiner.
Mitch D., an enlightened drunken master water genasi named Doc Alpha. In a pinch, Doc can drink themselves to feel a buzz.
Curtis
Yum.
S., a short, skinny human who was Hardwan's bunkmate at the Dwarfenage, once walked in on Hardwan practicing kissing in the mirror and pretended they didn't notice. Very chill of you, brother.
Thanks, Curtis. Colton B., a Wimple model. Colton has single-handedly brought Wimples back into fashion across all the planes.
Jens Christian T., the owner of jenslindell.com, and is able to do a dance where their nipples hide their swords.
Whoa.
Wow.
Gage M., a vampire hunter who has perfected the vampire mating call. You basically just say, I want to fuck your butt, and they all come running.
Tiavana Saragan, an Asimar paladin who drunkenly swore a blood oath but forgot what for. It was either to slay the Dread King and free the land from his evil touch, or to watch their friend's one-man show. Both equally tragic options.
Indeed.
Aaron C., a Shadowfell pixie who, unlike their Fey relatives, believes in strong centralized government with lots of federal aid programs. Also, instead of candy, they eat bugs.
Oh, I agree with them and I don't at the same time.
Hannah F., Apple Scrumper's manager, currently negotiating for her to be the spokeswoman for a new line of fruit-flavored potions called Tart Water.
Devin T., a Feywild goblin who started their own commercial airline. Each seat comes with free snacks, a pair of complimentary headphones, and 3 parachutes.
Montana Monarch, a just and wise king whose wicked king, the Kansas Caterpillar, is currently plotting to kill them. Watch your back, Montana.
Ellen D., the smartest shell in all of Grimhawk. Ellen can almost count to 7 and is never once accidentally caught on fire.
Wow.
Carbro Chapel Hill FPV, the Baron of Chapel Hill. They feast upon a mountain of cookout hush puppies every night while plotting how to defeat their greatest foe, the Duke of Blue Devils.
Fook Duke. Chad A, the Bohemian Spider-Man. Unlike Peter Parker, Chad is just a giant spider who wears a human's face like a mask. Both have dead uncles named Ben, though.
Reese NS, a deadly archer who can use anything as an arrow, once killed a man 200 yards away with a single piece of string cheese.
TJM, a horny halfling who can reroll both 6s and 9s. Nice.
RPKB, a defective Frostwind Iron Dwarf. A glitch makes RPKB tell civilians hello and have a nice day instead of to fuck off and eat a rat.
So rude.
Taylor S, aka Trask the Traveler. Trask gains advantage on any attack rolls made within 10 feet of a Delta Admirals Club.
Anime Intellect, the Watcher's cousin, who uses their multiple eyes to simultaneously watch every anime ever made. Much less evil than their cousin, but they do prefer dubs to subs, so still not perfect.
Zolo Dolo, the only bard with a dance move named after them. The band of boobs are all currently trying to teach Balnor how to do the Zolo Dolo, but he keeps messing it up and slipping in tuna.
Joshua C., a dragon who decided to cut out the middleman and just took over an entire bank. They even hoarded the free pens.
Larissa J., a rogue assassin who can sneak fries off their victim's plate without them even noticing. It goes without saying but Larissa's alignment is chaotic evil.
Genevieve F. learned the chill touch cantrip so they can eat chocolate without getting it all melty. Doesn't know any other spells and quite frankly doesn't need to.
Dylan CM, the Crunch Master. Dylan can do over 1,000 crunches in one sitting.
Whoa.
Their abs are an infinite fractal that is both beautiful and terrifying to behold.
Kelvin Noodles, the pasta elemental. Kelvin's only weakness is two dogs sharing a bowl of spaghetti and then kissing. They've almost been killed way more times than you might think.
B Money, Balnor's hip-hop alter ego. Be sure to check out their new single, I Like It When You Call Me Bag Papa.
And finally, Andrew A., the only vampire that doesn't suck. Literally, Andrew uses a blood-infused lotion to get their fix. And yes, before you ask, the lotion does have CBD in it. And yes, again, before you ask, the B in CBD does stand for blood. Not a lot of people know that.
Not enough.
Not really. Yeah.
Getting the
What a
word
great one to
out.
end on.
Get the word out.
Thank you guys all so much for listening. We'll be back next week with another episode. You can head on over to patreon.com/nadpod to listen to the short rest. We'll catch you guys next week.
Bye.
That was a HeadGum podcast.